Welcome, everybody, to session 61 of Pokerole. We have some new stuff here today. Well, one very notable new thing in the corner that I'm now going to talk about because now we've done the intro. But this is an awesome thing that Creature Unknown / Blotogoyle, he put together a bunch of art for Tucker as a VTuber thing using a program called, what's it called again? VideoTube Mini. It's a weird word, VideoTube. It's kind of a VTuber thing, but it's like a simple version, which I actually prefer, because the really complex ones are kind of a CPU load. But this sucker seems pretty efficient, despite the fact that TTS and XSplit don't like each other, and XSplit tends to be a little weird while it's running. Having this VTuber thing on the side of everything, it's running fine. It runs just fine. Of course, right now all it's doing is blinking, but that's because I have multiple settings for it. We have the one where it doesn't talk. I set that up specifically if I don't want Tucker talking. I've got a mode where it does talk, and I have happier mode, so happy, and I've got sad mode for sad things. We got angry mode if Tucker's really upset, and then we got kind of confused mode with a blep.
Oh my gosh, he trembles when he's angry.
Yes, there's a few basic animation things you can do with this too. So, and I've also got scared, which also trembles, by the way. Scary. I've also got
scared.
Yeah, and if I need to, I also have 0, which just turns it off in case it's causing some sort of problem. But yeah. So yeah, I'll probably mostly leave it on 1 unless Tucker is talking, unless you guys just want Tucker to talk whenever I'm talking. But whatever, you know. You might add a hop on the talk for happy or neutral. Small suggestion. I figured I'd say that for anger and scared, because the shaky looked more like neurotic than it did seem like cheery. So
yeah.
Anyways, we have a redeem here, so let's see. Because it is in fact Tubby's birthday today.
Yes,
so
it is.
I will sing with a Tucker redeem. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tubby. Happy birthday to you.
I love it. Oh.
I hopefully have
so
the hopefully I have the audio well adjusted, but what was that?
I'm gonna clip it.
Clip. Yeah, hopefully I have there's audio like levels I can adjust for what triggers it to talk, basically. Hopefully this is good for now. Do you guys think I should just leave Tucker yapping away whenever I'm talking, regardless if I'm using his, regardless if I'm acting him, or should I have it on neutral mode most of the time? What do you guys think?
You gotta remember to turn it on.
Yeah. I gotta press buttons, so I'm gonna memorize it. I'm gonna ingrain it. Always. Some people want it always on.
I mean, that would make it so you don't have to remember. But if you're gonna get another one for, you know, your main look, it may be good for you to get into the habit of remembering.
I think I'll do neutral for now. Just have Tucker blinking, and I'll press buttons. I mean, basically, 2 is neutral talk, 3 is happy talk, 4 is sad talk. Yeah, I need to memorize the order. Neutral, happy, sad, anger, confusion, and scared. I'll get it ingrained over time. But yeah, so I guess before we go any further, I should try to remember to do this. If you like the video, do give it a like, and think about subscribing if you want to, because that helps too. And if you can come by the Twitch and participate, be a active participant, it would actually be pretty awesome. I like talking to my audience, and I'm trying to reach partner, and I can't do it without your guys' help, so please consider coming by the Twitch. Also, we have a pretty cool Discord channel as well, so check that out. I'm going to use Tucker to advertise this, because then everybody will do it, right? I don't know. But yeah, so check that stuff out if you feel like it. But anyways,
hit enter instead of apostrophe. I do that all the time, so the name of the clip is shortened.
But with that being said, I guess a recap can be done as I show some art and stuff.
Oh, that's right. There's probably more art. I haven't checked.
There's a couple things I want to show.
Oh gosh, the art that is currently up.
Yes, this one is one of the new ones actually. This one is done by this one was done by Almeister, and was a fairly accurate depiction of Riley for a while. Though I guess we're gonna have to add a third phase to this one.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yep.
I do appreciate the blood with nail in. That's.
I mean,
I make
yeah.
I have a little bit of a cameo in the first panel here.
You do.
As brain damage, yeah.
Now, this one, though, Kyrio has been working on this and finished it. So, it's actually...
Oh,
He did a Riley plush, and now he did a Tucker one.
so cute.
Very cute. Not only that...
Last session, a lot of it escapes me detail-wise.
Don't you write down notes?
No, I use the recordings as notes, I just don't always watch them. Also, because of the way that I have to have the mic, I can't type notes in a conceivably comfortable way. But that's fine, because it's all recorded. That said, from what I do recall, and I'm sure the audience is going to correct me and yell at me for not reviewing the notes, we left off sort of in the middle of getting people to where they need to be, quote unquote. Because Tucker went to Brooke in the session before last, and that's kind of where we stopped, with Tucker informing Brooke that, oh yeah, Pangoro wants to talk to you about a thing. And I believe it was only Tucker and Brooke that made it up to Pangoro's office at that point. But Pangoro informed him that he wanted Team Cheer to actually help and do something at the end of their probation period. And he did try to apologize. No, it wasn't just Brooke and Tucker. I think everybody managed to go there. He did try, because I remember he did try to apologize to Riley, and that didn't work out.
Because he didn't do it.
He decided to save it for when he knew Riley would be all there, because he wasn't sure.
Didn't commit.
He didn't.
He didn't commit, and the text at the top corner went, Riley will remember that. As soon as Riley left the room.
Does Riley remember that, though?
Yes.
Oh. Does he at least remember that Pangoro wants to apologize?
Want and doing are two very different things.
This is true.
I want to learn how to play guitar. It doesn't mean I've learned to play guitar.
However, instead of leaving Team Cheer to their own devices with helping with the Festival of the 17 Plates, he assigned you all things to do. Just so he knows where you're supposed to be. Ah yes, Kyrio's notes for last session. We had a party, Mighty Anna was a jerk, and I wanted food. These
That's
are
pretty
accurate.
accurate, actually. Yeah.
Tucker is currently not aware that Mayan is here either.
I don't even think the Mariana
He's not.
stuck around. I think
He did
they
not
had
stick around after what happened.
They had the confrontation and then fucked off.
So,
Yeah.
I will go in the order of, well, the order of events that we went through. Ralph was charged with helping the bakery with making their pastries. Kind of. He was not permitted to actually bake the pastries. However, the Alcremie were like, "Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll let you help make the cookie plates at the end. You can do some decorating stuff. Just don't eat them yet." And Mawile came by to help. Because she's part fairy type. She's allowed to.
I always forget about that, because that's...
The cutest cook outfit.
I remember Ralph fantasizing about maid uniforms when all she had on was an apron and a chef hat.
You know a weird thing? I never have problems remembering, like, oh yeah, Magnemite's still type now, ever since, you know, certain generation. I have no problem remembering that for some reason. Dark type too. The fairy type, I always forget what got retroactively fairy type.
Because it doesn't all make sense, whereas steel type is mostly common sense.
Yeah, anything that was mostly steel is made into a steel type. But fairy, just like anything that was sort of kind of cute, maybe.
Yeah, like Clefairy,
Azumarill,
Mawile, etc.
Azumarill's a random one to me.
Yeah, that one is random.
Well, I mean, it's basically a water Wigglytuff.
Yeah.
And Wigglytuff's a fairy. But I digress. Ralph and Mawile help make the edible cookie plates that the normal types and generally make for the Festival of the 17 Plates. Then came Brooke, and Pangoro was nice enough to not make Brooke get their own materials for the food, since he had ordered fish from Sea Spray in order to accommodate the water typing. But Brooke doesn't know how to cook. Kind of. They know how to cook better now. But Brooke enlisted the help of Blaze in order to get the fish cooked to perfection. I believe Zeal also helped. Or was it Hot Dog?
Oh, man.
One of the two.
I think it was Hot Dog.
I think it was Hot Dog. I think you're right.
Yeah. I pointed out how the water type dishes are just boring.
Oh no, it was Hot Dog, because Zeal was with Riley and Lizard. But yeah, Brooke rolled the best for the making of the food, and unfortunately did not get to try any of his own food. Brooke learned boil water. I remember the Squirtle was also with you. The Squirtle
I can't
helped.
believe Brooke boiled the Squirtle.
Isn't that just Brime? No, Scald.
Scald, yeah.
Yeah. What is Brime? Brime is confused. No. Water Pulse is confusion. What is Brime?
Very salty.
No, I mean as the attack.
I do not remember. You may muse that yourself. Tucker got to help Rise and learned that the traditional, like, old-timey form of dark cooking isn't necessarily actually cooking. But Rise doesn't do giving people raw food unless it's like sushi.
Mm-hmm. Also, Tucker didn't mind learning about it. Not really.
True. Rise was worried about that, but it turned out to be fine. Tucker also got a lesson in hunting.
He didn't do very well at it, but perhaps later he will.
He tried. I'm sad that the dice did not facilitate good hunting, but that's okay.
I just chalked up to
was...
performance anxiety.
It's
Um,
fine.
Okay, Brine is double damage when the opponent is below 50%. I looked it up right quick for anyone curious.
Ah. And then there were Riley and Lizard, who were stuck on table duty / guard duty.
Exciting, truly.
Yeah, really. All up until that one point where the Shadow Scavenger leader decided to make an appearance. Because for those who weren't there last session to hear the explanation, in the Festival of the 17 Plates, basically everyone's invited in so long as they aren't actually doing bad things. So even unsavory types are given a sort of leeway or hand wave for the festival. And the Shadow Scavenger Alpha was taking advantage of that and being a bit of a jerk. And then Riley confronted them, which resulted in the leader leaving.
He got off easy.
Yeah, smart move on his part. Smart move on his part.
Considering Karserus' current track record with bandit leaders, he got off lucky.
Well, the thing is, he's smart enough to realize, well, crap, I'm surrounded by a bunch of pioneers. If I want to do anything, it's not going to go well for me.
Yeah.
He didn't get to be around this long being stupid.
Yeah, not to mention, I feel like Rise probably and Ralph almost certainly would attack on sight. You wouldn't even have to do anything.
Well, unfortunately, neither of them were present for that. Go on, Trey.
I felt like it was important to note that Mayetta, though, did very much memorize Riley's scent, though.
Yes, the Mariana knows Riley's scent, and Riley knows the Mariana's aura. Now it's a battle of attrition to see which one finds the other one first.
Yes, exactly.
But that sensory training really, really helped out.
Well, at least you're no longer getting headaches.
Yep. Now I can hunt down bandit leaders who are bastards.
Now you get to deal with all your trauma.
Well. Yeah. Story of my life, really.
Well, we ended on the festival night. Everybody at the table getting to try out different foods. Most avoiding the rock/ground/steel/poison end of the table.
Ralph not part of that most.
Ralph decided to try it.
Tucker was half enterprising, perhaps. Though his nose did not let him approach the poison dish.
So yes, the audience created Grimer with their poison meat with 13 essential venoms and poisons was there. They got their shining moment. And we ended with a sweet moment between Lizard and Riley. That ended with Riley finally coming back all the way.
You know, Car, there was a song related to Riley. We discussed. I just want to point out it's in the list now.
Oh, where is it?
Oh? I have a song?
Well, we have Riley's theme.
Well, we do have that. Do you want me to telegram what I mean?
Sure. When will Tucker get Fairy as a second type? Probably never. And yes, Fairtrip is correct. They did technically hook up officially.
Everyone's really holding on to that one.
They confessed. Ah, yes. So... Oh, that's number 2 on this list. Perfect.
Number 2.
You were very excited about it at one point, so I'm not sure when you wanted it used, but I imagine you did want it used, so...
I do. Because we're gonna pick up right there.
Okay, well, should we all go to number 2?
Shall I be... Are we played it?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second.
Alright, which one is it? I want to play
number 2.
Number 2.
Oh. Ooh, nice.
Try to get the levels good. There we go. Hope that's not too loud.
Yes, originally, Eragon did not say the words out loud. He typed them. But we got him to say them out loud.
I was bribed.
They are important words. You need to say them.
You were bribed with an extra experience point.
Yeah. I am easily bought.
So after that tender moment, Lizard is sitting there, staring at Riley, and they start to smile. They start to cry. Riley, you're back. And they hug Riley ever so tightly.
Oh no. Bear hugs. Riley will hug back.
You realize Lizard's not going to let go, right?
Oh, this is fine. Somebody else walk in on this.
Actually, yeah, who heard?
Everybody is at the table.
Oh shit, everyone was there for that.
I think all of you would have heard. Riley, Lizard was not being quiet about this.
Well.
Also, like, sobbing lizard noises.
I'll type something. Okay. You can start.
Well, Kyrio is doing the typing. It should be noted that you guys aren't the only ones who look over.
Oh god. How many people are there?
The whole town is at this festival, but it's not like all of them are paying attention. You are not getting the 1,000 stares.
Oh, thank god for that.
Nope.
Only 30, 40.
No, only 4.
Which 4?
Shouldn't be too hard to guess. Hint, they're on the table.
Well, alright then. One of them Zeos. I don't think he's paying attention.
No, Zeal is not paying attention.
Good.
Zeal is running around trying to consume as much food as possible.
How does he still got energy? Shouldn't he be in the food coma somewhere by now?
Riley, are you actually feeling yourself again? Brooke asks, looking particularly hopeful.
Does anyone else have anything they want to say before I respond to that?
Probably. I'm just surprised that Tubby hasn't said anything.
He's drunk. In character.
No.
No. Well, maybe.
There's a one smile from Ralph, but he doesn't interject just yet.
Mawile is hugging Ralph's arm. She looks so happy for you.
Yeah.
Tucker does get a big smile and chimes in as well. Riley?
I'm feeling about as Riley as I think I'm going to be.
Welcome back, guy.
Tucker just runs over and immediately pounces Riley.
Oh god.
Immediate pounce.
Being held by Liz, you're gonna have to really jump for that one.
Liz is pulled over. They fall back in their chair. And the only thing they managed to sob out for the moment, his name isn't Kai, it's Riley.
It's good to have you back. It's good to be a team again.
Tucker doesn't even
he doesn't like join the dog pile of a hug because he's squishy, but like he He like holds out a hand to like handshake.
I think you might have to wait. I don't think I can move my arms.
Tucker didn't even notice that he knocked Lizard and Riley out of the chair, and is just currently licking over Riley's face, seeming overly excited and happy.
Aww.
Okay, I get it.
You may or may not overhear the somewhat quiet by comparison discussion towards the head of the table. Huh. It's nice to be young, isn't it, Pangoro? Pangoro just grumbles. Really? You're going to make the joke that we're all old now? Compared to them, maybe. I don't think you get off making that joke, considering... never mind. Let's just be happy for them. It's a time for celebration, isn't it? We'll figure out the details of what that means later, Brooke says with a grin. For now, let's just celebrate as hard as we can.
I will say, the moment, the instant Tucker relents, Ralph bear hugs.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Gently, of course.
Christ, I mean, bear hug twice, tackled. Brooke was like, get in on this, you're gonna complete the trifecta here.
Yes, the one talking to Pangoro was Blaze.
Yeah, I figured. The vocal tone did not sound Rise-ish.
No, Blaze isn't talking.
Or Rise is talking.
They're watching.
Of course they are. Sulking a little bit as well, I imagine.
No. They're smiling.
Waiting and watching from the shadows. And
They look-
smiling.
Happy for you. Even if they seem a little sad. But that seems to be much of their state these days.
You better enjoy this hug, Ralph. It's gonna be a while before you get another one.
Don't worry about that.
I'm fine right here, Brooke says to Riley. I'm glad you're back, but I don't need to crush you to show it.
I'm not crushing, I'm being gentle. She gentle. I like turn and show that I'm holding him gently.
Tucker sheepishly steps back a little bit.
I hate this.
And Brooke chuckles.
Okie dokie, I'll put you down now. There you go.
You have not earned the right to pick me up on a regular basis, Ralph.
Right. So you do an extra good job of picking him up for me, okay, Lizzie?
Well, depends on how often he wants me to pick him up.
Yeah.
Lizard sniffles, rubbing their eyes,
Well,
And
as
then they
often as
proceed.
you want.
then proceeds to pick up Riley and hug very gently.
This is fine.
And I'm gonna cry.
Oh. Alright, give them their space, Brooke says. He's still recovering. Lizard nods and sets Riley down, even though they sorta know that they weren't being implied to have to set Riley down.
The exception rather than the rule.
They settle for holding Riley's hand. For now.
For now.
The town is still lit up even when the moon starts to rise high. Even as the festival winds down and cleanup may even be all that's left.
Now just get out of here before the cleanup starts.
Somehow, I don't think that Pangoro is going to make any of you clean all this up tonight.
You're welcome, guys.
Very nice.
Might make Zeal do it though. He's
Oh,
got
there we
energy
go.
for it.
Infinite energy
Awesome.
dog. Cat thing.
Very awesome.
Make Team Mischief do it as well.
Oh, that's evil.
Speaking of Team Mischief, they do come up to you all at some point during the feasting. Lloyd is being pouty, as one may expect, and she definitely doesn't talk directly. But thankfully she has Lytton and Shinx to do that for her. What they do have, however, is a bag of 300 Poke that they present to Brooke as the team leader.
Their allowance.
Well, a bet was a bet, right? So this is what we made in the interim. Yep, it's all yours. And Shinx nudges her sister. Furling grumbles, says nothing, continues to fold her arms and pout, and then moves away to go eat food.
Before the cat goes too far, Riley will just try and get their attention by going, "Hey, Purloin,
Huh?
sorry about sucker punching you like that. It was a bit extreme."
Whatever. My fault for not being able to take it. She shrugs, waving dismissively. Apologize when you have something real to apologize about.
Well, there's plenty, but just none of that will be to you.
Yep, and I don't need to hear it. So, when you're done being wishy-washy, try to focus on your missions. She turns around, pointing at Riley with this big, shit-eating grin on her face. Because we're going to surpass you sooner than you think.
Good for you.
Doki doki.
And then she goes off to eat again.
I can only imagine the look on her face. The two responses are just like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, she doesn't care. She's all full of herself at the moment.
Tucker may, if Tucker heard it, he may snicker a bit himself.
We're all just like, okay, Zoomer.
Wow, you guys have been busy. Brooke smiles. Let it be known Team Mischief is true to their word, he says. I look forward to when we can work together again. Winking. Shinx hops, going after her sister. Hope we get to work with you again, Team Cheer! Yep. Hopefully we don't go trying to push each other off cliffs again. That wasn't fun at all. Linton says as sarcastically as she possibly can. References.
Yes.
You're eligible for an old timers bonus if you understand that reference.
It's not that long ago.
That was it was like 30 episodes
Technically,
ago.
it's half our game ago.
Well, it was like yesterday. I don't know.
It was last year.
Look, Kyrio, she's a cat. Pushing stuff off stuff.
Is
As
quite
the saying
fun.
goes, if the world were flat, nothing would be left in it because cats would push everything off the edge.
Yeah, accurate.
Fortunately, Ralph is far too heavy for Witten to push off the edge.
So, what are you all going to do at the end of the night here?
I think I'm gonna attempt something.
Oh?
You know me a while. I'm so happy for Legion Riley. It's really something special to have someone that you're really close with. Someone who gets you. Someone who makes you feel not alone in a way that no one else can. I'm gonna grab her little chin very gently and say, someone like you.
She blinks, kind of in surprise almost, then smiles. She doesn't need words for what she wants to do next. She grabs Ralph on either side of his head and gives him a big kiss.
Oh, yes. Ralph returns the kiss tenfold.
Oh god.
And then she dips Ralph. Because we all know who wears the pants in this relationship. Have you seen the Mawile model? Look at those
Yeah.
pants.
Yeah, we're also wearing a skirt and Marwell's got pants.
That is the case, isn't it?
Kind of is. Well, Tucker, bless his heart, even though he's not been asked to help, he'll probably still help clean up. Since he did eat the food, he should help clean up the remains.
Oh, so Tucker's just eating the leftovers.
I mean, that he might clean up some scraps along the way, yes. In that particular cleanup fashion. He does have a bit of a bomb with stomach at times, as we've seen with the eating contest.
Yeah. Beat a Munchlax.
Yeah, I'm not carrying you back. You're on your own.
That's fine. Lizard is going to take a walk with Riley before heading back home.
It's like a long walk on the beach, just that the beach is just the desert.
There's the oasis.
Long walk at the oasis.
Admire the glowing decorations while they remain. Mawile is also going to pretty much do the same thing, except she's going to stop when she reaches her house and drag Ralph inside.
Ooh.
Tis couples night, clearly.
Well,
It's a party. What else do you
Yeah.
do? It's parties.
many things, but still.
Playing Rummy, of course.
Burke stays at the table and watches as things wind down. He's got nothing in particular to do, and he's content to observe. The Squirtle will come by. They have the wash basin, of course. And in the wash basin, they have a scrap of the seared fish, presenting it to you. Somehow they must have saved it while the plate was being raided by the many other festival goers.
Brooke no longer suffering from success.
We may also swap back to Festival Gentle.
Yep, already ahead of you on that. Also, who named him Ankle Biter?
Yo.
I feel like that was a while ago.
It's also accurate. Just leave him like that, honestly.
I may have done that. I don't remember.
I did it. I did it at the start of this session.
I thought it was recent.
Go by.
It's fine.
Yeah, he didn't have a name, so I didn't like override a name.
That's I don't really care. Actually, if Zill's being is being forced to help with cleanup, I guess Tucker would be working with him then.
I mean, clean up. Right. I don't think I need to describe what Zeal is doing.
Making a mess.
And how it's not helping. But, of course, a majority of the pioneers do stay to help clean up. They are, after all, helpers around the town. But, for the most part, Blaze, Pangoro, and Rise tend to leave you all alone. They don't need to be hovering over you.
Despite the fact that Blaze is literally doing that with his model.
Look, the model can't help that. Blaze is actually walking. Though towards the end of cleanup, Rise does come to Tucker, pats him on the head with one paw. Happy festival, puppy. Sleep tight, alright? You're back on active duty tomorrow.
Oh, of course, Rice. Thank you for the hunting lessons earlier, too. Today was nice.
It always is, puppy. And I'm glad that you have Pokemon that you can share this with. He sighs. You might not get back to training for a little while, but you can always come by and ask me. Okay?
Okay, Rice. I'll look forward to it when we could do it again. Huh?
I'm going to get some rest, if you don't mind.
Tucker smiles and nods. Maybe he's starting to feel a little sleepy too.
Yawn is a contagious move.
Oh no.
In the end, everything is put away, leaving you all to, well, the last thing you do at night. Heading home, heading to bed. Well, for those of you that aren't already in the place you're going to stay for the night.
Brooke's gonna stay outside of the table all night.
I mean, there's no table or chair left.
Just gonna be passed out in the middle of the town.
Things were put away after all.
I mean, Brooke can stay wherever he wants. I would think Brooke would want to, like, stay in his
I want to know if
office.
Brooke ate the piece of fish that Squirtle saved. That's what I'm curious about. We must know.
Yes.
Yes. I have the distinct feeling that Kyrio was working on that.
Yeah,
Kyrio's running a
I figure
very in-depth adoption of the Squirtle.
Oh, the moment passed, so I deleted it. Oh!
Kyrio!
No! Why you do this?
Everyone disliked that.
Sadness.
I figured I'd reprop because that was adorable and I wanted to know what happened.
Alright, now you have to adopt this Quill.
You...
He typed it.
There's
it's okay.
not a word for how I feel about what you just did.
Aw.
Sneaky Kyrio. Oh, is that for me? Brooke says with a smile. You're pretty cool, Squirtle. And he picks up the Squirtle, let him sit on his lap and enjoy his meal. The Squirtle is exceedingly happy.
Likely
Ooh.
story, Kyrio.
Oh. You. Okay. Alas, though as we always wish, such celebrations and festivals would last longer, but they can't. It's just once a year. But I suppose that means Team Cheer will have to stick around until next year, so they can have this much fun again.
Yes, the month leading up to the festival is give a character brain damage.
And recovery.
Recovery.
I didn't mean that, but okay.
I'm not gonna let you forget your past sins.
I mean, I can't.
Good.
So, in the interest of mildly speeding things along, since downtime is over, before we sleep, Brooke will ask to see Riley in his room. But we can have that conversation later. I mean, you guys can have that conversation now if you want.
I mean, I feel like it might be a little bit important, depending on what the subject matter is.
I'm down for listening. So Brooke is calling Riley?
Yeah, on the phone.
Yeah, just ringing him up,
Yeah.
texting him.
You, my office now. I'm just like, where'd I get a phone?
Your phone, who this?
I mean,
How did you get this number?
it'll be a bit of an experience for Riley to go back through the house, you know, fully cognizant.
Oh, for the first time, technically. What was our house? Where was our house theme, by the way? I'm gonna switch to it.
House. Wouldn't that be in locales?
Probably. Unless I'm dumb.
Just wait till Riley realizes that his $1,000 bag of coins is missing.
Oh no, at this point he probably knows.
5.
Lizard would apologize.
Locales 5. I'm gonna come up with more HQ music besides this theme at some point.
Alright, Brooke will say. Hey Riley, if you're feeling up to it tonight, I'd like to talk to you. Privately.
Guy's gonna give a bit of a raised eyebrow look. Am I in trouble already?
Lizard chuckles and gently nudges on Riley's back. You should go ahead. It's been a while. I'm sure it's fine. I'll be right here, okay?
Okay.
Lizard clambering up to their hammock and lounging.
I'm gonna save some hammock space for me.
There's already plenty here.
What is happening over there? Oh, Tubby's fiddling with things again.
Oh, I'm not. Can't prove that.
You're not in trouble, Brooke grins. This can come too if you need a teddy bear, though, he teases.
A teddy bear.
This is teddy bear confirmed.
Cue mildly blushy blue Liz.
Well, Riley will go into the office.
We have an office? I forgot.
No, it's Brooke's room.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the office. It's got a desk in it, so it's an office.
I mean, I
It's
guess...
It's
That's
the
true.
most office-y room in this house.
I guess he does have a desk, that's true. The artwork we had shown before does
It's
show
the
that.
only room with a desk.
I mean, I think there's a desk downstairs for the reception, but
It's not an office.
true.
That's what we throw at people if they're staying in the house too long.
Oh, and how apropos, the rooms are in corners that I can put people's bottles in the corners of the map thing.
Except they're not Ralph and Mawile. Ralph and Mawile are not in the room. They're in Mawile's house.
Doesn't mean I can't put them in an appropriate position.
Okay, fair enough. Brooke's gonna get on my case. Need an updated bit of artwork over my character sheet.
The floor is soft and sandy. He offers a seat on the rock as he sits at the desk. So, how are you feeling? I can't imagine coming out of that experience as all roses.
Don't even have chairs. Okay. I leave like a sit like cross-legged on the rock. Physically, I feel probably better than I've felt in a very long time. Everything else, on the other hand, not so much.
Side note, I should have had this section up for the whole festival. Dang it.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had that.
Platter of apples and orange berries.
I forgot to.
That is a good point.
Well, it's probably worth noting for the old hub operator that Riley's insight and therefore smart score have been upped. They're no longer at 1.
Oh, goody.
That is
Well,
worth
I'm
pointing out.
curious. Well, I'm curious how Riley is going to answer Brooke's question.
You gotta read it out.
I did. The floor is soft and sandy. He offers a seat on the rock as he sits.
I already answered that.
Oh, you did?
He
Did
did.
I not hear that?
He said physically fine, otherwise not so much.
Okay, I must have.
Effectively.
I was distracted then.
It is okay.
That's my fault.
Get out of here, God. Stop
I'm
chewing on. Stop chewing on thunderstones.
Hopefully Beerus will notice that we need updates, by the way.
Where's here?
I don't know. I would assume so. It is updated. Okay, good.
Data feed. My perfect spectrum of 1 to 5 has been ruined.
Well, if you want to go back to 1 insight, go ahead.
Not really. If there was ever a time, I'd feel it worth doing. Did Kyrio hear my answer to the question? Is my question.
He did.
Kyrio did.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Kyrio is doing the typing thing.
Doing the typing.
Which again, I'm super fine with.
No, this is presumably if Kyrio doesn't say anything, then he's probably typing. That's what I basically learned.
It's just been a while, so I was making sure.
Sure.
Yep. Making sure is not a bad thing.
Well, in the meantime, I mean, what is? I guess Ralph is spending the night over at Mawil's again.
Yes. No, Mawile would not allow Ralph to leave tonight.
I think those doors should remain closed.
And Tucker is probably just flumped in his little window side little bed area that he has in his room.
Food coma.
Bit of food coma. He did in fact eat extra scraps as he was cleaning up.
Are you snuggled with Egg?
Oh yes, of course. Egg is also there.
The desearing egg?
Safe where he left it before the festival stuff happened. And what's that about the egg?
The desearing egg.
The desearing egg?
Yes.
I don't think I get it.
You haven't watched that video, have you?
No?
I don't get it either.
Man, uncultured swines, a lot of you.
Desearing. An egg that prevents other things from getting seared. Okay.
Desearing egg.
I don't get it, but okay.
Desearing egg.
Oh. We have response. The rock is warm and oddly comfy despite its stony hardness. The Crocodile nods. Fair. I'm not so good with feely stuff, so I'll trust you to let Liz help you if you need to talk. If you need time, then I can put you on reserve for a little longer.
Thank you, Kyrio, for understanding desearing egg. I don't think time's gonna help me anymore, Brooke. I remember everything that's happened since I first woke up here. Only thing time's gonna let me do is dwell on it more. There are a lot of things I'd really rather not be dwelling on.
While this response is worked upon, I require Tucker to make empathy.
Oh god, empathy from through the walls.
Empathy is not bound by physical constraints. Let's see. Empathy. Yes, let's see. What is my empathy?
And I require a metronome from Ralph.
Oh god!
Oh,
We're gonna
boy.
blow up!
Oh boy. Alright.
Well, if there's an explosion from across town, we know who it was.
Alright, let's see here.
My pigs got messed. Alright.
Alright, so accuracy first.
Yep. No, just roll the accuracy. I'll let you know in the morning what happened.
Oh
Alright.
no!
Here's my rolls. I fixed my pigs. That's solid middle of the road 3. And same with you.
3 indeed.
Mediocre.
No, mediocre is 2. I think it's above mediocre, considering 2 is so common.
Come on, I mean, Mad Max
What's
Fury
it?
Road, come on!
Hey, what's it that ones don't affect damage or accuracy?
What does it affect damage?
Okay, bro.
What about effect damage accuracy?
The double ones, there's one of them they don't affect.
Oh,
Hey,
damage.
Hey, Eragon, what did Riley last say? It seems like everyone had a collective forgetfulness over what your last line was. With
God damn it. Basically, he was saying that there's not much more time to do for him because he already remembers everything that happened since they first woke up. And there's a lot of things that he shouldn't be dwelling on right now.
Right, and that was in response to Brooke saying, if you need more time, we can put you in reserve. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. I was going to answer people, then I was like, oh, I didn't quite hear it either.
God.
Understood, Burke says with a sigh. That's fine. I think our team is a little light without you anyway. So then, we should get to the Dawn fan in the room. He shifts forward. Tiber's still in there, isn't he?
Riley will very deeply inhale, then look away. Of course he is, Brooke. I don't think anything could change that now. Not after what happened in the Cave of Mirrors. I'll have to live with that. But this time I made the choice to do it.
Curious. Oh.
Is he going to be a problem? Burke asks. Not to come off as cold, but I need to know what to expect.
Mostly he's been quiet since then, Brooke. He's only said one thing to me. We left that cave. I couldn't tell you exactly what he's going to be like moving forward. But if he truly wanted to, there wasn't really enough of me left to resist him taking over again. Leading up till now. If he wanted to, he could have.
Burke nods thoughtfully, as though he knew that already. What did he say? He asks. The answer is not what you may have expected. Your scar itches as Riley's eyes become a vibrant red. I asked what you wanted. You don't have to worry about me. At least for now. I have my own things to sort through. Tiber pauses. This kid is an utter mess. should probably work on fixing that. He sighs, and then he's gone. Brooke sits up as Tiber takes over, but listens politely. When he's gone, Bert comes. Alright then. Welcome to the team.
Riley will just rub his head for a couple moments. That was directed at him, Brooke. He's not super appreciative. I don't know if I can be the Riley you all had with you going into that ruin. I can do my best to try.
I was gonna say, I need to finish Ralph's metronome thing before I have the description ready.
Also, Tucker's empathy roll.
Oh, I know what your thing is. I just need the empathy.
Dude, the metronome.
You mean the metronome?
The metronome.
Because if you need the empathy, you scroll up. What?
I am amused, Ralph.
Oh, that what I typed in the Twitch chat?
Oh no, I was gonna say, oh wow, neat. I was gonna say the thing I rolled for what you got.
Oh.
Oh, he
Yeah.
definitely blew up. Burned the house down.
Burke shrugs. He doesn't have much choice if he's letting you drive. Just as long as we don't. Just as we don't, so long as he's still there. So we all might as well get used to it. Burke walks up. Sorry. Goodness, I have it written right here and I'm screwing it up. Words!
Take a deep breath.
No.
Use your big boy words.
Excuse me. Burke gets up and walks up to Riley. He sits on the rock next to him, and hugs him. It doesn't matter who you were. You're you. And that's all we need.
Riley will
lean against Brooke slightly. It begs the question if I still deserve to be named Riley. I've definitely done things that he never would.
I think Lizard would beg to differ.
I don't think Liz knows what Riley's referring to.
No, they don't. But I don't think that would change how they feel.
Well, that's good.
Thank you, Keith.
New me, Mark?
Yes, I'll put up. I'll put it up and think. Also, before I want to note this, I wrote in text, but not only did Serial make an awesome Tucker, but the outfit is removable and audible, which is just great.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's a really cool touch.
But I will go ahead and put the new one. Hold on a second.
That's wonderful.
Whatever meme this is,
I
I
love
don't
it.
know it, but I like it by itself, anyways.
I love it.
Especially the paw lick. Very nonchalant, love it.
You might want to scooch it a bit to the left because the Tucker face is kind of covering it.
Oh, okay. Good point. I have to remember that now.
Goodness, that is excellent.
This is phenomenal.
Well, that's a philosophical question that I can't really answer, Burke says honestly. But if you want my opinion, calling you anything else would feel weird.
I guess I shouldn't take up medicine. Force you to call me doctor then, huh, Brooke?
And elsewhere in town, Dr. Ralph felt his ears tingling.
Ooh.
Remind me to tell you about my character of Dr. Stein at some point, Kai.
This is fine.
I do like how just stupidity entered my brain when Riley was expressing like the things I've done. I don't know if I deserve to be called Riley. I was just like, and because of the atrocities I've committed, I now shall be known as Jim.
Jim.
Ah, yes, the most heinous name. His logo is a big R. He builds steel-type versions of.
Oh God! Don't give Carr ideas because you can see his GM brain.
No, that's a meme. That is a meme. Tubby is saying that you'll become the equivalent of Dr. Robotnik.
Not Robotnik, Wiley. Wiley. It sounded too similar. I had to think that.
Oh
I had
god
to
damn it! How did I not notice?
I had to take the freestyle.
I'm
That's
a
actually a good
failure.
point. That's a
I
good
have to
point.
turn in my Mega Man fan card.
No, I've not ever played a Mega Man game, so this all escapes me.
That's not true. I made you play a co-op one with me years ago.
Yeah, we got like through one level and
That
then we
le-
both
that game
quit
was
because it was
stupid.
too hard.
That game was stupid, and I like Mega Man.
Every enemy had twice the health and the same number of iframes.
And the stages were terrible in their design.
The stages sucked. It was a horrible game. I don't count that game. If that game's an indicator of a Mega Man game, I don't want to touch that series with a 12-foot pole.
Not on the slightest. Games can be difficult, but not like that.
Yeah, they're like a fair difficult, like a difficult that they will kick your butt the first playthrough, but it is feasible to beat them without taking damage.
Just
It's feasible
requires...
to beat Dark Souls without taking damage. Doesn't mean a sane person would do it.
I have thoughts on some new games, but not right now because we're playing Pokerole. Hey, if you actually earn a title, I'll use it. But Dr. Riley doesn't seem like your style, Brooke chuckles.
Riley will just look at one of his hands for a moment. I mean, you say that, but I have successfully brought somebody back from the dead.
You random ghastly flying through the house because it's that high up, they think it'll be fine.
Wait, actually.
Ooh.
But he catch it. He's a ghost type.
Fair point. But then again, I don't know how many doctors have done that either, Brooke says.
That's a fair point. I guess that would be end scene before we make jokes for the rest of the night. I'd use a director's chalkboard thing, but I don't have a thing to make the clap sound.
How interesting that the life you saved your life. In a way.
Poetic.
Poetic indeed.
And the night is enjoyed by all.
Yes.
And then we find out what these rolls we did do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ralph blew up, and
Oh wait, did Ralph actually explode?
No. I'm super amused because Ralph harnessed the power of lightning and nature itself. Ralph, want to guess what element your metronome rolled?
I mean, with that description, I
imagine electric with that, but
Gil? So, Mawile wanted to study your metronome a bit more in a personal setting.
hmm.
You generated discharge. Let's just say that there is now a scorched circle in the middle of the floor, and that in the morning, Mawile's hair is frizzy.
You should not have combined the word personal and the word discharge in the same general sentence.
Well, yes, but discharge the move.
Oh my.
You better be cleaning that scorch mark off the floor, Ralph.
Which, by the way, it's an area attack. So, yeah, Mawile is frizzy.
You know, it's a good look for you. It really is.
Mawile also doesn't necessarily care. It'll go back to normal eventually.
If you experience unusual discharges, please contact Dr. Riley.
Yes.
Gosh,
Not.
what have I done? It's not even that I planned it that way either. I rolled a total of 10 on the elemental pick dice, and Ralph rolled 3 for his accuracy, so I picked the third move in the list.
Sorry, not sorry. I had to make that one.
Show me the doctor.
Doctor here is Ralph. He's not really a doctor. He's like an IT person.
Yeah. Yeah, I just have a lot of general knowledge.
Yeah, what the fuck, indeed. Hey.
What's that empathy roll mean?
Hey, mods, deal with that. But anyways. Just ignore it, guys. Why are we all in quarters, actually? I just realized that. Oh, because our rooms. Kind of.
Uberus, I couldn't remember how to delete messages.
Oh, I didn't mean you, Car, because you're doing DMs.
Well, I know, but I saw them and was like, oh, I want to get rid of that.
Also, that's the first message I've ever received from that person. Just get rid of them. Just get rid of them.
But yes, otherwise the night is enjoyed by all.
What's that empathy roll mean?
Give me a minute. So, Ralph, part of the enjoyment of the night is spending some time doing, quote-unquote aftercare in the aftermath of that, with a med kit and bandaging Mawile just a little bit. She may or may not have one of those cool-looking, Band-Aid patches on her face now that makes her look extra cool.
Oh god.
Nice. Square bunny Band-Aid.
Score bunny Band-Aid. And a score bunny Band-Aid. Twice the bandages, twice the cool. I'm also going to make sure that 300 is in Brooke's bag for now. So, the empathy roll, for those of you who have been dying to know, is Tucker connecting with the egg.
Oh. Oh. Oh, where's the egg, actually? I had it around here somewhere. There's a model. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Put it aside. That's right. Egg.
Egg. The egg feels warm. It feels happy. The egg wants to hatch, but it cannot.
Wow.
Is this all felt by Tucker?
Yes. It also makes your dreams weird. Not like static dreams weird, but like weird.
Like having dreams of another creature weird?
Yes. And yet, not so unfamiliar.
Like floor melting and sky crying weird.
Kind of, but not that intensity.
Sky melting and floor crying. Got it.
Huh.
Well, I mean, that sounds like a dream where you're hovering above a volcano and beneath a raining sky.
Tucker will probably
Maybe.
toss a bit in his sleep and kind of nuzzle the egg tighter. Kind of confused even in his subconscious as to notably the feeling that the egg cannot hatch, but at the same time that it's happy. It's a mix of feelings, something that he'll have to process once he's up.
In any case, the night moves on. And, since all of you are in your own homes, you can sleep as long as you want.
Well, as long as you can, in Riley's case.
True.
What did I do?
Oh, you broke it!
What?
What did I do?
It's dead!
What did I do?
It's dead!
What have you done?
This egg has multiple states? I thought it was just an egg. Okay.
You killed it!
What?
Oh,
Why?
it's over.
Wait, I moved this around so much. Why did it suddenly break? Why did it break now?
You broke
What?
it!
Why?
No!
It's dead!
What happened? Okay, was it collision based? Because, like, I was moving it around so much from multiple
This is
sessions.
incredibly traumatizing. Yes, Kyrio, it is.
Dear, you gotta turn Tucker to the terrified face.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh gosh. I guess you need to get a new.
I
new
guess
model.
I need. Does it have a state change? It doesn't have a state change.
No,
does
it doesn't.
What?
I think it became 3 separate objects.
I cannot believe
It's dead.
it has
It's
that.
dead.
Well, I didn't know it did that. All right, hold on. I'll make a new one. I thought it just said it was an egg on the thing, on the workshop. It was just like, it's just an egg.
Oh, it's an egg, alright. It fucking cracked us an egg as well.
Alright, here's egg 2. What? I don't know what happened.
Breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast, yeah.
So, like, I think when you collide another model with it, I don't know what broke it. I just don't know what broke it.
Just slam my face against it repeatedly.
You think it's like, I don't know. Maybe it has like a damage meter and it has to take so much damage that it breaks. Oh no. Okay, I'll let you experiment with that one because you're probably breaking it anyway. Egg experiment. I'll make another one for just protection.
Like, I don't know why.
This is the one we'd be careful with. What are you doing? Now it's a coin.
I'm trying to break it.
I'm gonna be very careful with this now.
Breakfast.
I don't know what happened.
Why are you trying to do that to Brooke? Brooke can't do that. Technical difficulties.
Egg difficulties. Alright.
You might put that in like a storage container somewhere. It's the backup egg before we smash the next one.
Yeah, but, I mean, we already have smashed that probably, but yeah, fair. Yeah.
Oops. Oh, where did it go?
Oh, it's in the efficiency bag over here.
I'll do it. Oh. Oh, goodness me.
What's it called? Is it this?
You know, if you just pull out the first thing, it's the last thing put in, right? You didn't have to search it out. Like, oh, never mind, I lied.
Yeah, it's not in there. I tossed it over the edge. I don't know where it's gone.
Oh, it's gone forever.
Then it's gone to the middle of the table.
It's gone forever. Alright, it's gone.
Oh, well.
There's an egg here.
It's in the Pokedex book, I thought so. I got it.
Put that in the trash can. For later.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
You can turn the terrified face off now.
Alright.
I am so confused by that having happened.
I don't know. Alright, anyways,
Anyway, morning.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Morning. You all get to wake up whenever you want to wake up. Riley has dreams that you have difficulty making sense of.
Well, me.
Yes. I need you to do insight and logic.
Oh, great. It's a good thing I put that point in insight, so it's no longer 2 dice. I'm quite surprised.
It's a memory.
Oh.
A memory of when you were human.
Oh.
It's vague. It's hard for you to focus on. Part of you wonders if it was like this for the others. Or if this is because your head also has another occupant. It's like watching a film reel. Somehow you can feel there's static at the edges, but it never gets close enough to enter your field of view. There's a car, and there's 2 people inside. And there's a nagging sense of guilt.
Oh, no. Oh, I know what memory this is, you bastard.
Hmm?
I know what memory this is, you bastard.
I know exactly what memory this is. I'm choosing to reveal this one now.
Oh.
It's not long before your pounding heart forces you to wake up. Jolting upright, from where you were laying on top of your dear lizard in the hammock.
Okay, after Riley collects himself, important question. Did he wake up Liz during that?
Not exactly. They grumble, and they groan, and they shift a bit in the hammock. But otherwise, they don't seem particularly awake.
Okay. Riley's going to sneak out of the hammock and go find a window to stare at him for the next few hours to try and make sense of what he just saw. Is there a window in me and Liz's bedroom?
Let me double check this. Because I think there is. Yes, there is.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna stare out that window. Until morning.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Because Liz is eventually going to wake up, and they are going to flop onto the upper section where Riley is, drag themselves over, and kind of lean heavily into Riley. You should be sleeping.
So should you.
Brooke is up early. Brooke is indeed up early.
Tucker is up a little after Brooke, then, it looks like.
Lizard is very squinty. Sun is up.
They're well to morning already.
But off forced vacation now? We can do thing.
I think you need a minute to wake up still. Just gonna give Liz a little pat in the side of the face.
And they flop over. And end up rolling back into the hammock.
Alright.
Just thud.
Wait. Did that hurt? Or...
Lizard noises.
Okay. Back to the window.
Confirmed, Car can make cuter noises than I can.
That's the DM power for you.
All my friends are surprised that I actually squeak IRL.
This is good.
If I was to spritz you with a water pistol, would you squeak?
No?
I'm gonna have to test this theory.
We need to understand the squeak conditions.
No.
Shock and surprise.
Well, Ralph,
Right.
you get up beside Ma a while. She is still frizzy. The static has clung to you a bit. You are kind of frizzy, but your fur is really short, so it's more like you're one of those cows that has gotten the poofy treatment.
Nice. It's the natural attraction between us.
Yes. Your taser is also kind of stuck to your forearm at the moment. It is in the off position, but, you know, components.
Mm. Your magnetic personality is starting to leak.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said your magnetic personality is starting to leak out.
Something smart, she says, and then pats Ralph on the face because her eyes are still closed. Too early for smart words, so something smart. There you go.
Give her a kiss on the forehead, and I think I'll make her breakfast today. Yeah, we'll present her with breakfast in bed.
Mawile burbles, and then goes back to nestling in bed.
Alright, here you go. Ralph preparing breakfast in bed for his sweetie pie.
Brooke is at the meeting table, munching on an apple. He nods at Ralph and winks as he goes downstairs. Yes, at some point during the night, Ralph and Mawile migrated over to the clubhouse.
Yeah,
I will
in the
accept
back of my
this.
mind.
I will accept this. I will assume that there was
They set
alcoholic
Mawile's bed on fire with the discharge, and they had to go to this one.
You assume Mawile has a bed.
Well, not anymore.
No, that's okay, Kyrio. I'm amused with this. I'll roll with it. I'll assume that alcoholic berry juice was involved.
Every time that they started Mawile's house, they end up in the clubhouse, and no one's ever sure why. No one sees them come in, but they always end up there anyway.
Clearly, she has a teleport pad.
I was thinking I just dude, a teleport pad from Mawile's house to Ralph's bedroom. That's
God.
That's good.
Oh my gosh, that is so adorable.
I like this.
I love that.
Like the blonde.
But I was thinking Ralph random. He tried again with the metronome and got teleport.
Yes, this is fine. It's like, wait, I can fix this. I can do it again. Bloop. Suddenly in Ralph's room, because it's his home point.
Yeah. That's where I set my home. Teleporters typing /home.
I'm sorry, this new fan art just makes me think of the whole fight, 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 kiss, kiss, kiss.
Well, Tucker would probably wake up a little bit confused over the dreams he had and the feelings he had while sleeping. And he will spend a while just cuddling the egg and kind of nosing over it and sniffing it, as in the back of his mind he still has that thought about how it can't hatch. And while the egg doesn't seem unwell, it does make him a little bit anxious that he has that feeling that it just can't hatch. He's not sure if it's just a feeling or not.
Maybe we should try tasing it.
No Zapdos eggs.
Let's not do that again. Let's not cook the egg again.
The egg does wobble a little. It is only a little.
Okay, we're at the first step of the 3-step egg wobbling process. You got a long ways to go.
The wobble kind of surprises him. Kind of surprises Tucker. Though he does seem a bit more encouraged by that.
By the way, Ralph, when you go down to the kitchen to make breakfast, Hot Dog is there.
Nice.
They're making toast.
Is it beans on toast?
But clearly, this is the wrong kind of toast. They're making toast with a pan.
Who the hell makes toast in a pan?
Oh, okay.
It's French toast.
Yeah.
The French, of course.
He must have found a spare egg. And
I really love how Eragon said that. Ah, yes, the French. Ah, yes, the French putting toast in pans. Those I always knew they were degenerates.
I mean, it looks like they're just using butter for the toast.
Ah, yes, the French.
Then it's not French toast. You have to dip it in egg to be French toast.
Look, you guys do not. Well, I guess now you have the money for it, but like,
Tucker suddenly has the filling.
Hot Dog does not have the allowance to obtain egg and cinnamon.
With the discussion of egg, Tucker subconsciously just feels like hugging the egg a little tighter.
Right. Eventually, Riley's going to whisper to the once again sleeping Liz that he's going to be heading downstairs, and then head downstairs.
Anyway, I got to cook because I'm doing breakfast in bed for a while, and it's not special unless I make it. I mean, you're special, but it's gotta be.
Meh. That's fine. I'm just about finished anyway. And then they raise a paw and slap it down on the pan, sending the toast flying, and it lands neatly on a plate.
At first I wasn't sure if I really wanted you on the team, but you're alright, doggy.
Wow, that's really rude. That's really rude.
Meh. Better than the other nickname. Also, I love Kyrio's response being the only reasonable one. Wait, are people scandalized by toast in a pan as if we have a toaster?
Now have you looked?
No, there is no toaster. The closest thing you have to a toaster is Ralph's taser.
So we do have a toaster, alright.
Pan cooking, or maybe
my favorite
campfire, yeah. So.
My favorite nickname is Horn Dog.
You're about to get cooked.
Okey-dokey.
I'm never going to escape the hell of many nicknames, am I?
That was technically Rise's fault, not yours.
I mean, how about we give you a regular name, like Frank? Frankfurter.
Oh my god.
The moment he said Frank, I knew he was doing that.
That's the worst. Gosh darn it.
I hate all of you. And I regret having met you, to be honest.
I love you too, Eragon.
Don't.
So Cham saw. No, I thought I had something. I don't. Never mind.
Okay.
What? Okay.
So Hot Dog takes the toast out of the kitchen and just sets it on the meeting room table when they get up there.
Tucker will come out eventually.
Nope. Would Riley be out there when the Houndoom's in there? Because if so, I have things I want to say.
Yeah. In fact, assuming Riley is heading down while the Houndoom is heading up, he'll probably meet Hot Dog on the stairs.
Riley's just gonna stop mid-stairs and just ask, when did we hire a chef?
I mean, kinda came on here to be a pioneer, but, this is what I get to do, so long as I'm still paid.
Why'd you get assigned to us?
Blinks a few times. I asked to join you? Cocks his head a bit. You sure you're all there, bud?
You're not that Houndoom from the slanted bandit place, are you?
Yeah? You guys kind of helped break me out.
Riley is quiet for a moment. Oh, glad that you did make it out.
I mean, you guys sent me out with that teleport orb. And the Mudsdale. Gosh, that wrench is weird.
Yeah, it is. Riley will let the Houndoom continue up the stairs.
Houndoom stabs one of the toast pieces with their pointy tail and offers it as they pass.
I'll take this tail toast.
Tail toast.
I mean, Houndoom Shishka tail?
God.
But yes, toast is being provided as a breakfast.
Tucker will eventually leave his room, and he'll have the little cloth sling thing so he can have the egg at his side.
I guess Riley would eat the toast at the meeting table. Is this the table?
And so would he, perking up once he knows that there's toast, and give it a little thankful nod towards Hot Dog if he's still around.
Oh, Hot Dog is still there. It is post-festival day. Nobody's going to work early today.
Everyone's drunk.
I mean, glances at Ralph?
Oh yeah, he's always drunk.
What is this assumption that I'm always drunk?
I think it comes from when Ralph was super wasted back in Sea Spray.
Yeah. I mean, that's the first thing he wanted to do.
But
Tucker does seem notably distracted by the egg as he sits at the table and eats toast. His tail would naturally be curling around his side where the egg is. He'd be glancing at it now and then.
Lizard is eventually going to drag themselves out and flop at the table. They are clearly not a morning mon.
Well, we don't have a coffee machine.
I mean, you haven't looked thoroughly in your kitchen yet. You have the means to create Chesto coffee.
I don't think Riley even realizes there's a kitchen yet.
True.
He needs a house tour.
Again.
Hey, Hot Dog. Brooke smiles and takes a piece of toast. How's life for you today? Not so bad. I would like to go out on a mission at some point, but, you know, cooking isn't all that hard.
His name's Hot Dog?
Oh, do you not remember, like, the half-dozen nicknames that I have been called over this past month?
To be fully honest, I had other things in my mind.
But Tish.
If that was a joke, Riley, that was bad. But I
What?
love you anyway.
What was the joke? What'd I do?
You accidentally joked.
Huh?
You accidentally made a joke. I have other things on my mind. It's such an understatement.
It's true.
It is true. That doesn't mean it's unamusing. Alright, so I need to take the headphones off for a minute and get some water. I will read this Brookline and then let you guys roleplay amongst yourselves for like 5 minutes.
5 pesos.
Okay.
Team Cheer's first vacation should be over today. I'll ask Pangoro if we've got something for you, Brooke says. The Houndoom shrugs. Alright. If nothing else, I'm still going to be working under Rise. It's not that bad. It's just pauses, glances like from side to side. Taxing, kind of. Don't let him know I said that. And then he starts going downstairs.
Allie's going to look over to Brooke. Are there any other new recruits that I should be aware of? Somebody else want to voice the Brooke line while Kai's gone? 5 minutes.
This is fair. He thinks for a moment. You remember Zill, right? Brooke asks.
Believe me, I didn't have enough go wrong with me to be able to forget Zeal.
To respond to Riley's question himself, Tucker does put the egg carefully on the table once he's done with his toast and sort of do a soft motion towards it.
Well, there is this egg. I guess you could call it a new team member.
I see Brooke had the same idea.
Oh, God. Riley will look at the egg, look at Tucker, look back at the egg, look back at Tucker. Do I want to know where that egg came from?
Tucker pauses, blinks, and then has a moment of clarity as to why he's being looked at so much.
No, it came from a box. I'm just taking care of it.
Are you sure it's alive? You got it out of a box.
Well, it was kind of a weird box. It's definitely alive. I even had a dream last night.
I don't think you having dreams. I don't think you having dreams necessarily means the egg's alive.
Lizard sort of raises a hand now that they're more awake. Feel free to ignore it. Did the last line for Brooke get spoken?
Yes, it all did.
Well, it's more like there was a exact same thing being said between both Tucker and Brooke simultaneously.
Tucker kind of motioned towards that because Riley asked, "Is there other new team members he should know about?" And both of them motioned towards the egg, kind of. But Tucker does go quiet when he sees that Lizard has something to say. Also quotation.
Very insightful, Brooke. Thank you.
I mean, Ralph knew what the box was. Where is Ralph? So Ralph, can you roll me a die, please?
Yeah, let's see here.
To conveniently show up at that moment.
I want to see the magnitude of breakfast you have created.
A single slice of bread.
Oh.
I think a single slice of bread is exactly what's
So,
obtained.
this is an opportune moment to remind you have the lucky hat.
I believe I'll utilize it.
Okay, use it.
If you got another one.
That's not a one, at least.
You make a fruit tart.
Nice.
It's not the best fruit tart, but it's a breakfast fruit tart.
But it's made by me and it's special.
Yes, you have arranged the berry slices in the shape of a heart.
Oh, that's adorable.
While Lyle is just laying in bed, face down, just as the model is.
Hey, sweetie. That's my thing. There it is. Gently place it beside her. Whenever you're ready, sweetie, I got you breakfast in bed. Because you're special.
Amazing.
You know, I think you have the right idea.
It's gotta go back to bed.
Does this surprise any of you?
Yeah.
And then he uses Marwell's back head as a pillow.
It's fine. It's a sleeping bag.
It can be.
I guess.
I mean, it's even got, like, the whole zipper lips thing going.
God.
It's terrible.
At some point, Mawile will awaken and have the fruit tart.
Nice.
At some point.
That's dumb.
So what was Lizard's interjection?
Lizard was saying that Ralph knows what the box is, but is not sure where Ralph is at the moment.
Ralphie's busy.
Fair enough. Tucker would continue then, since he was saying something. Since Riley last said that, what was it about the dreams that Riley said?
Just because you have dreams doesn't mean it's alive.
Tucker would respond to that. Well, yeah, but, well, the dream it didn't feel completely like it was mine. I even feel like the egg can't hatch right now. But I don't know what that means. Or if it means anything.
If I was locked inside of a box for God knows how long, I probably wouldn't be too lively either.
Tucker seems a little melancholic when you say that. No, I'm sure it's alive. I just need to help it somehow.
Well, if it ever does hatch, I hope it's not a fire type. Our party comp is completely unbalanced, Brooke says. Out of character, it is not a fire type.
It's a dark type!
Are you just wildly guessing, hoping I'll say yes or no?
Well, no, because then we'd have 3 fire types and 3 dark types.
Tucker would also add, and besides, I even saw it wobble when I woke up.
As if on cue, the egg wobbles.
Never mind me, then.
Yeah, see? It does move. So I hope it hatches soon. But I don't know if it can without help.
Lizard sort of does the Velociraptor pose and posits. So, when it hatches, does that make Tucker a mom?
An adoptive mom, I guess.
Tucker kind of blushes. Not sure what to say to that.
Does that make Brooke the dad?
No. Brooke's like already dad, big brother, or whatever to that Squirtle.
He's the fun uncle.
The Funkle?
Funkle, yeah, the Funkle.
The funky Funkle.
By the way, the fact that Lizard is just totally going along with this is not questioned by anyone, and I think it's great.
Yeah, why not?
For all you know, it'll be a Joltik.
God.
I resent my cool youthfulness being besmirched by dadhood, Brooke huffs.
Didn't you already adopt that Squirtle?
Not officially.
That's a legitimate question, because Riley was fully believing that Brooke was the father of the Squirtle. Because every time he saw the Squirtle, Brooke was right with him. Every time.
Brooke, rad skater dad. No? Brooke says, he just follows me around sometimes. He's a cute kid, but I'm no father.
Tucker will interject. Maybe more like a little brother, big brother thing, though.
Ferocious typing.
Wait, could you hear that? My mic was muted.
Ferocious typing.
How the hell?
I don't know.
I will accept this, Brooke grins. You may see him more often since Tucker's taking over the daycare.
Oh, right. I still need to get that set up the rest of the way. But I did talk to Pangoro about it, and he does seem supportive.
Oh.
Poor underslept Riolu.
No.
It's hard to tell with, the dark Riolu mask marking going on, but there are bags under his eyes.
I was complaining about how much we're just sitting around doing nothing. Do you all mind if we go and do something?
I like that that's your interpretation.
Well, if he wants it said correctly, he should say it himself. Don't shoot the messenger. I can hear Cut just typing the furious response from Timer already. There's a Brookline guy.
Yes. Give me, a second.
1.
2.
He got you there.
I was just waiting for us to all get together before heading to meet Pangoro, Brooke says. If we're in a rush, we can leave her out behind, I guess. The Houndoom looks at the plate. There's a piece of toast left. Takes the toast via tail stabbings. Goes to the door, does not even knock, opens the door. Yo, breakfast is over. Eat. Flicks tail, flings the toast into Ralph's open, snoozing mouth.
That's a 10-pointer.
Oh no, has Tubby been accosted?
Maybe it was Mike Dad again.
I don't think so. It's been working just fine all stream. They may have been briefly accosted.
Yeah, it was. They heard just a smidge.
This is fine. You have had toast flung into your mouth. The Houndoom is saying breakfast is over. Eat.
Oh, okay. Num 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 num. whilst laying down. Yeah. Do we actually have to go do stuff again?
Apparently.
Yeah. I'll just yawn and stretch, and I'm gonna make myself do an attack so that my mouth closes.
You have a good day. I'll probably be there later. I need to heckle Pangoro about my expedition anyway.
Okay, you heckle Pingo Jingo real good.
Whoop.
Oh, careful. Your gravity's upside down. There you go.
Oh no, more metronome shenanigans. No force of nature is outside of Ralph's grasp. And then she looks at the tart and goes, "Aww."
Houndoom's gotta take the credit for that. Come on. This would be so funny.
Nope. Hot dog has already left. You can tell there's going to be something saccharine happening in like 2 seconds.
He wants no part of it.
Okay, I guess I'll go ahead of you all. Begins walking down the stairs. I almost don't want to eat it. You're so sweet, Ralph. And then she eats it anyway.
Nice. Well, I guess my vacation's over. I gotta go see what they want me to do. It was a good vacation, though, for sure. It was like for real this time. There wasn't, a crazy monster or a giant explosion or something else equally as disruptive to, killing out.
Or, heading to a random hive with a giant Vespa Queen.
Oh, well, there was one of those, but that wasn't that bad. Got cactus juice.
Are you sure you should be spelling that?
Oh god, he still has cactus juice, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think I still have one more jar of it.
He's got a stash. It
Stash
doesn't go down that fast.
It's under his bed. It's fine.
Oh, I was thinking, because, what's Bard's dude's name?
I don't know.
Oh, the bard?
The Bard guys.
Florence?
Florence.
Florence, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, since Florence is pretty cool, I should write a song, and I was thinking of a song about sea spray, and it would go something like, there's a hole in the middle of the sea spray, there's a hole in the middle of the sea spray, there's a hole.
Someone stop him, please.
Oh, there is a hole in the middle of the sea spray. Dude,
Mawel just begins to clap along.
No, don't endorse this.
There's a bunch of vines in the hole in the middle of the sea spray.
Oh gosh.
If Riley can hear that from outside, he's gonna have to really control himself not to just barge in, grab Ralph.
The door is open.
The door is open as well.
This is what I was thinking about at work today.
Tucker, perhaps leaving this musical entourage of noise and also responding to Brooke's statement does eventually put his egg back in his little side satchel and head back to his room to get ready.
Yeah, Ralph will get ready. Yeah, right, enough goofing around. I gotta get ready. Big tough pioneer and all that jazz.
Though he seems especially clingy today about it, he nonetheless will leave the egg tucked safely in his bedding for now, knowing that it's better it stays here rather than going out on missions with him.
He's just going to go downstairs and wait.
Yeah, looks like Ralph is all geared up. He's got his zapper holstered to his side. Got an encourage seed ready.
Also, for the heck of it, because he has a big bag now, he's going to bring his uniform along too.
I believe the
It's
Atlas
more than
in
enough
his
space,
room,
so.
actually.
He's going to tuck it away, but he's not going to wear it. But he's going to keep it on him. Maybe eventually that outfit will be very functional for actual mission stuff, but for now it isn't.
Yeah. With that, Ralph's ready to go, I think.
Perhaps there will be eventually a story arc that involves his outfit being more viable.
Combat made.
Combat made.
Yeah, so Ralph will be going down to join you guys. Alright, everybody ready to rip and tear until it's done?
I don't know what you're planning on doing in Pangoro's office, but please don't do that.
No.
And then Zeal just materializes behind us.
Yeah, he does that.
Zeal has the speed force, he can just sort of vibrate through walls.
He doesn't even need the speed voice. He can just do that anywhere. He's got infinite energy. He's like one of those flashlights when you shake it, they light up. If you just shake Zeal, it'll go up. Shake, 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 shake.
Wait, what? Why are you shaking Zeal?
It's like one of those flashlights that you have to shake it to light it up. You shake Zeal and he'll start glowing.
If you don't know, these flashlights are very functional in survival situations. You can just
they
mechanically
only
operate
for
it.
horror games, really. Actually, yeah.
Well, yeah, but
And yet, there is no horror game I have seen that utilizes that.
There's that one with the Furby.
No.
it's also one that I think there was a horror game that was on Wii that used the Wiimote in that fashion, I believe.
Yeah, you had to shake the Wiimote to charge your flashlight battery.
Some forgettable horror game, but it was still
It was
existed.
It was not a good game, but it was a horror game with a
Yeah.
flashlight you shook.
Yep.
And the Switch should bring that idea back with the Joy-Con. Shake the Joy-Con like a lunatic to charge your battery. Anyway, to the office.
I don't remember the theme song for The Office, so I can't even do a parody.
There wasn't really a theme song for The Office. There was just, isn't that just for the? I think it's just for the Clubhouse thing.
Da, 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 da. Or whatever the theme song was.
This DM can't even remember the music. Let me go pull it up.
No,
No, he can't. See, he's just a minute.
The Office.
The Office.
It's in the show.
Oh, that show I never watched. Right. I remember that show, kind of.
No, I know. Do.
Let's see. 14 also.
There we go. You head out. The sun is. The Office theme song was just a piano piece. Yeah, I just couldn't remember the melody. So you all head out, led by Brooke. Somehow Zeal manages to follow all of you. He probably crashed somewhere in the basement.
Someone put a leash on him.
I mean, you can, but you get the distinct feeling that's not going to work.
Why? Just lasso him.
Yeah, he burned through it. Maybe.
He's got a chain.
Something made of stone, maybe.
Stick him in a stone box on wheels. His head sticks out.
You gotta let him kick his legs to burn energy, though. Put him in a hamster ball. It's made of solid stone.
But then how will he see?
That's a him problem.
Also, that just makes him a dangerous weapon.
Exactly, I could roll him like a bowling ball.
You assume you would be rolling him, and he would not be rolling himself.
Well, if I'm throwing him, it'll take him a bit to get reoriented, so I'll have a moment or two while he's going the way I want him to go.
Oh, goodness.
Alrighty.
In any case, the club is bustling, for the most part. You're still pretty sure that half the pioneers are lazing about.
How many of people are just asleep at the bar? A very important question.
Florence.
Just Florence. That makes sense.
In fact, none of you are surprised that Florence is there. He is still holding on to his cup from last night. Rise is just working around him. He doesn't even bother, like, wiping down the area around the Toxtricity's face. He just sort of pushes Florence's face this way and that when he needs to, like, clean things.
He stacks some plates on his head for extra storage.
Unfortunately, I think Florence has the head shape that makes that not really viable.
Yeah.
But you head up to Pangoro's office. And of course, he's there. And he's waiting.
I was wondering when I might see all of you in here.
He shuffles some papers at his desk.
I honestly didn't expect much more than, well, the four of you. But I suppose that's fine. You're all Team Cheer, after all.
Didn't bring the hound, do? Go get him.
He's there, I just didn't grab the model.
Oh, he's there. Okay. He's there in spirit.
Our secretary came.
Is he our secretary? Guys, how many odd jobs are we giving this poor bastard?
Not yet. Probably could use the secretary, though.
Former gladiator. Houndoom is the secretary and cook. This poor guy.
It's also one of those that I have to click and hold in order to move.
Oh, I can fix that. That's because he's a big. Now he's not a big.
Should make
Why
him
the
bigger
heck
as
was
well.
he a bag?
I don't know, they all started as a big. So I always gotta make them not a big.
Making him bigger. There we go.
Reporting for duty, Rourke says with a smile. I guess we got a little excited, being let off the leash finally.
I can't blame you. But it seems that I finally made a right decision, having you all stay here for a month.
He looks specifically toward Riley.
I'm glad you're back, Riley.
It's good to be back.
Setting down the papers, he walks around the desk and moves up to you. Then he gets down on one knee, just to get to eye level with you, or as close as possible. I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
For all of the pain that my inaction has caused you. My poor capability as a leader back then. I could not have known that this would happen. But that's not an excuse. I am sorry for how you have suffered. I just ask that you not repeat the same mistakes I and my friends have.
Thank you, Kyrio. Very insightful. Alright, I'll let Kyrio say his thing, then I'll say my piece. Alright. I won't try and argue the part that you played, Pangoro. But believe me, it's not you who I blame for any of this. He pauses for a moment and then just glances around to the rest of the team. And I don't think any of them are going to repeat your mistake. I don't think I could have been much more lost than I was. Didn't give up on me then. If they could keep believing in me even when there was not any of me left, why would they give up on me for less?
I suppose you're right.
And hey, it's really not fair to compare yourself to us, because you see, you didn't have an awesome role model like we got.
I'm not exactly a good role model.
He stands up, gesturing to Brooke.
But you certainly have an excellent leader. I had better words for this once. A lot more, probably a bit more touching. But I was probably also overthinking it. I'm glad you're back, Riley.
I'm glad I'm back too.
Tekker will quietly, but definitely nod to that.
But for now, the situation with Typer is past. And I would hope that it does not become a problem ever again. so I'm going to try and move on from it as well. Believe it or not, they did use you as a model, Burke says. It takes a lot of willpower to be firm when everyone around you disagrees. It does. But as I already told you back then, it doesn't matter anymore. What happened, happened. And I regret it. I know I'm not the only one who regrets what happened. And I would rather move on. Today is supposed to be a celebratory day. Even though the festival was yesterday. He shrugs, moving back behind the desk. Considering you are now officially reinstated as pioneers, you are now free to accept missions and requests again. Speaking of which, he holds up the letter from V that he kept. Considering you now have a base of your own, I assume you have somewhere to keep your mail. And he slides the letter to the far end of his desk, so that you all can pick it up at your leisure. I was also informed by Miltank that the pioneers are now allowed to sell extra berries to her if they happen to find any in the wild. Apparently she has been using them for lotions and creams. Not exactly the most apropos use of resources that we possess, but I cannot stop you from using your resources as you see fit. And there just so happens to be someone who wants to have a word with you all. Pangoro nods to Tucker. One of you has already met them. They were kind enough to wait until after the festival to conduct their business.
Oh, we have a fan?
I don't think a fan would be contacting us for business, Ralph.
Tucker does
Yeah,
perk.
a fan of our work.
Tucker does perk up at the mention and nod towards him, though he does seem mildly apprehensive about it. Nonetheless. Do you need music?
You know what? The appropriate music for this set of Pokemon may be useful here.
There is music, so...
That
see.
or... Wait, let me see.
Let's see.
$47, I believe.
Locale's 37.
47 is... Yeah, that should be the theme. If you want the theme. Okay. Yes, events 147 then.
Do I even have... I do.
So that's Shining Lights?
Events 47.
47, not 57.
47. Though I don't blame you for thinking it's that one either. Actually, what is that one?
It's the Shiny Knights, obviously.
I know, but I'm looking up what. Oh, that's for. Actually, I'm not sure what that one's for. It could be either, honestly. This one works fine. This is the meant to be one. I don't actually know why. There's two. There's actually the one you mentioned, Tubby, is actually I think related as well, but I'm not sure why it exists actually. All right. Anyways, but yeah, 47 will do fine. Small. If you need any made, let me know. If you need any models added.
Oh, 57 is probably for Mist Continent shenanigans.
Yes, I'm thinking so too. I couldn't quite remember because I didn't have it. I don't have notes on that one. Did you wish for more than one model, or did you wish for this model?
No, just this model.
Okay.
The others are not present.
Should we scale them up a bit? Excuse me.
Do away this is two Hondash hanging out together.
Yeah, you can scale them up a little.
Okay. There we go. I'm not really sure how big they are, actually.
They're pretty fucking big.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, they are fairly large.
I'll do this then.
Yeah, that's about a good size. The door opens, and Pangoro gestures to the Pokemon that floats through. A Doublade that Tucker is mildly familiar with. And they do a strange motion that is something of a bow.
This is Dose. They are part of a group of knights errant that happen to have made a base here in the Plains continent. Apparently they have business with you that involves conduct directed towards one of their members at an earlier date.
And then he motions for Dose to proceed. Strangely enough, one of them takes their sash and fishes for something in the scabbard, pulling out a note. Ahem. Foul knaves, it has come to my attention that the honor of my squires has been besmirched by your unseemly conduct in a duel. As such, we demand recompense. Your presence, at your earliest convenience, is hereby requisitioned that I might restore the reputation of my squires in an honorable duel at the base of the Gallant Tree.
Wow, this is gonna look at Brooke. What is he on about?
So, yeah, you're like the second person who was embarrassed that we beat them before, and then challenged us to a rematch.
Signed, Sir Cheval. Dictated, but not read. And then they proceed to stuff the note back in the scabbard.
You know, it's funny how you use so many words and so many different words and more words to say the same thing that Purloin said to us, but it's basically the same deal.
I don't think they're the ones who wrote the note, Ralph.
Well, no, they didn't write the note. Ralph is just being amused that this is pretty much the same thing that Purloin did, but just classier. It's like, you embarrassed us, so we're challenging you to a fight.
Burke rubs his head. I don't remember meeting anyone by that name. Does he have the right group?
Yeah, you know, that sword we left in the stone.
Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can find something that causes the swords to flip a bit.
Oh.
Oh, they can sheath.
Oh.
Yep, they can.
And it
Actually.
continues. Look at that.
They can state change. That's right.
Oh,
Look at that.
neat.
That's pretty freaking dope.
That is cool. I like that.
This is why the models are neat.
Sheathing themselves, the Doubleblade nods. Oh no, we certainly have the correct group. You happened upon our brother Dose while they were conducting night business. We were prompt and punctual upon our final arrival here in Savan once we had located where you were based. Unfortunately, it seems you are indisposed, and also it is considerably rude to bring business to the table when the festival is in play. The festival is over, and therefore, we may now conduct business. That said, we have no intention of actually fighting you in combat here.
So, like, a chess game, or what?
And hold on a second here. When do we get our side of this thing? Like, if you're not talking about the sword we left in the stone there, because they're willing to shiv us while we're in the way of rescuing Zeal. You know, the prince, who's right over there.
We have no doubt that Uno was overzealous in their efforts. However, this is not for us to determine. Our leader, Sir Cheval, has made this decree, and so we are here to deliver it. No more, no less. If you require directions to the gallantry, we will be happy to provide it.
Yeah, why not? It'll be the second Jingli government. Or the third if we count Pango Jingo here.
Was
Wait,
this
I'm-
during the search for Zeal? Or gas? Wow, that was a while ago. I mean, I guess if they're going through all this effort, we might as well see what they want.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, Eragon, Riley actually remembers that?
There's nothing that happened that Riley doesn't remember at this point.
Even despite being brain dead for a while. That old memory still exists. I was actually
He's
wondering
regained all of his memories, yes.
after a bit of time, perhaps slightly tactlessly, though he only makes it aside, Tucker has a moment of realization, because it was such a long time ago, it takes him a while to remember too, and remarks,
Oh, that was because... Oh, they thought I was abandoned and we... That's right.
The Doubleblade does something of a shrug with their sashes.
oops,
As we said, Uno is likely guilty of being overzealous. Though you may understand why if you actually take the trouble of arriving at the gallantry.
I have an important question.
Ask and we shall answer.
So, are you, like, two people? Like, is each sword a different mind? Or is one mind split between, like both swords? Like, how does that work?
the hard questions. Also, sorry about the mat change, I just realized that having the number keys to switch the emotion also means I could change the mat if I'm hovering over it. I best
I was
be careful.
wondering about that.
I best be careful of that. I just need to not hover over it, that's all.
Out of character, you don't know, do you?
I can do a bit of research on that one, actually.
Well, consider this. Is a Dodrio 3 Pokemon or 1?
Darn it!
That said, I do not disagree with Sir Cheval's decision to demand a duel of honor. The eyes upon their hilts glance over at Lizard. After all, we best understand being at odds with unsavory characters. So, proving that you are not of such ilk shouldn't be too hard, should it?
We have to prove ourselves to you. Why exactly?
If we are to understand Uno correctly, you're responsible for the theft of another's property. Quite a dishonorable thing to do, don't you think?
You mean Zeal's crown, which is with Zeal?
No. Edible property. Apparently, someone stole some meat from a grimer in the local area. Though, considering the length of time it has been, it wouldn't matter if the stolen items were reclaimed or not. Still, recompense is to be made.
Yeah, I reckon we could make some paints.
This is one of those things that's the Knight's Code of Honor. You might as well hear them out, if nothing else. Trust me, they can be stubborn.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun way to kill an afternoon.
Tucker quips, well, I guess we did kind of dishonor Uno, was it? I guess this is fair.
You wound us, Sir Bastion. After all, were you not yourself under the oaths of knighthood at one point in time?
Look, that was a long time ago.
Yes, he's Pango Django now. Not Sir Bastion.
In any case, if that is all you require of us, we shall take our leave and prepare for what is going to be inevitable.
I mean, sounds good to me, but, you know, we'll have to take it up with Brooke.
Let's see what Brooke says. Also, thank you, chat, because I actually completely forgot about the whole Grimer thing.
Brooke has his arms crossed, frowning, but he responds. As the one responsible for the team, I'll be there, he says. If anyone else wants to go too, then you're free to come. Yep. Well, there we go. Swirlies.
They have a cool flourish, though.
Yep.
Oh.
There we go.
Gotta hit idle, I guess. Or something. Nope.
Really?
They're having fun
Don't-
now. Just leave them be.
Stop it.
I think they'll be fine.
Really weird.
Is that you doing that? I think that's you doing that.
That is me doing that. They won't stay sheathed.
Oh, you want to keep them sheathed?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but they keep returning to idle.
Let me try.
Whatever. Excellent. It is good to see that a leader of a team has such an honorable disposition. Sir Cheval will likely be very pleased to meet you. And hopefully the company you keep is far better than first appearances may belie. For now, Honorable Sir Bastion, Team Cheer, We take our leave. They pause briefly before fishing out another note and holding it out with a sash to Brooke. This is a rudimentary map to the gallantry. We were told by Sir Bastian to expect that you do not know the local area as well as we do. Don't get me wrong, Brooke says, taking the map. I don't think you've got any authority over us, and I take issue with your prejudice against my members. But we should reach an understanding. Well, if it is to be reached, it shall be reached upon the field of honorable combat. After all, that is Sir Cheval's decree. And with another flourish, they do a motion similar to a bow, and take their leave.
And a note on that prejudice, Tucker does recall the prejudice against him. He was actually squinting at moments of this conversation, unsure if that prejudice still remained against him. All the same. Oops, I did it again.
It's fine. What a jerk, Brooke says. I have half a mind to shove him in a rock, too. Technically her. Pangoro says as a quip.
Considering that I did the last shoving into a rock, Rourke, I'm at least going with you to this stupid tree.
Oh, man.
I don't know what happened. My mistake. It's fine. It can be hard to tell with them. Though I cannot blame you for not getting along well with Dose. She is the most aggressive member of Team Gallant. That said, you're not technically under any obligation to honor this message.
Tucker will quip. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. Tucker was going to quip since other people were quipping earlier.
I'll go. To be honest, it was kind of my fault that Uno even attacked us in the first place. While they were wrong to do that, we also kind of just left them in the ground, which I guess was kind of mean too. If this can all be sorted with a duel, then yeah, I'll join.
Knights? Honor duels? Yes! I will go, and I will watch you, for I am your liege and king!
You know, for once, I actually agree with him coming along.
Unfortunately, I don't believe the challenge extends to Zeal, or to Lizard, or your newly minted teammates. I won't necessarily stop you from going, but you should probably leave some of your teammates behind to keep an eye on your home. Particularly, and he japs a finger in Tucker's direction, that egg of yours. I understand we're still in the process of getting the daycare moved over, but it would do you good to get into the habit of assigning your teammates tasks about your base. After all, do you think every pioneer under my command works in the field all the time? He raises an eyebrow, and he kind of smirks a bit, swishing the bamboo sprig in his mouth. That said, you're doing an admirable job thus far.
Tucker nods to the comments and does look encouraged by the last one. Was he implying not to bring the egg? Because he kind of knew that.
Yeah.
Also, not to leave the egg unattended.
Not to leave
Yes.
the egg. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Okay. Tucker would respond,
Yeah, that's fair. Especially since I don't know when it's going to hatch. I'll make sure it gets assigned to someone.
Good. And then he motions at Ralph. On another note, Mawile has reminded me that she has requisitioned Team Cheer's services for her expedition.
Yes, it's very important.
Well, I'll leave it up to you when you decide to take that on, considering she is involved with you. He waves kind of dismissively. But either way, from now on you'll be able to figure out and go on your own missions on your own time. All you would need to do is report it to me. At least when you return. You can also ask other pioneers if they've heard of anything in the area that they haven't gotten to. Though, if you need a fresh start, I've heard that there's an ice type that has been making some trouble up north. Or rather, one that should be up north. I don't exactly have a lot more information at this time, but it's a lead. He shrugs, sighing a bit. Seems like we're gonna be pretty busy. Things have been Things have been piling up, he says, picking up the letter, glancing at it, and handing it to Tucker. We're more popular than I expected.
Tucker kind of perks up at the letter. Is it obviously written by V?
Yes. There's even the big fancy V seal on it. I believe we read the letter out previously, it's just that Pangoro held onto it.
Yes, that's right. Was it read with the whole group? I can't remember.
Probably not.
I
I think it was just
Pretty-
Brooke.
Yeah, I think it was just Tucker and Brooke at that time.
Then Tucker will nod understandably to taking the letter and put it into his bag for the moment.
Oh, and one more thing. Try not to take too many missions in a row. I understand if you're eager to continue being pioneers, but everyone needs rest. So, take care of yourselves. He smiles, looking oddly satisfied for once. With that, I believe you're dismissed. Oh, if you do go up north, maybe you could consider getting a teammate who's actually an ice type. We could certainly use one around town. He's smirking. It's hard to tell if he's joking or not.
Well, we got the most charismatic leader, Brooke, to smooth anybody to joining the team.
Why does that almost feel sarcastic with the way you said it?
I mean,
Do not sarcasm.
I can
the
make
Brooke.
ice. I can make ice, Brooke grumbles. But it would be cool
Whether or not Riley was being sarcastic, I'll let you think about that yourselves.
Yeah, it would be more than cool. It would be cold. Okay, son.
I'm sorry, that did make me giggle. Both
mean-
Brooke and Ralph made me giggle.
Theoretically, with maximum RNG on my side, I could make ice.
Don't try.
Well, if you guys are going up north, count me out. I am not going into the cold.
Not
Lizard,
kind of the cold, are you?
Lizard rubs their arm, looking kind of guilty. If it's alright with you, I'd rather not head up north. I'm not exactly made for cold weather.
We're just gonna leave the 3 fire types in base when we're going up somewhere
Just-
cold.
Zeal with wide saucer eyes. What's cold weather?
Oh, it's the best.
That's where it hurts to breathe.
You'll
Oh,
love
you mean
it.
like when you run around a lot and you run and run and run and run and run, and then you get that weird taste in your mouth when you start wheezing and you have no energy for like a minute, and then you can run again?
Yeah, kind of like that,
Yeah.
except it's forever, and also it burns your skin.
Not enjoying the cold weather is great. You'll love it.
It sounds like I'll fit right in. I can burn skin.
Absolutely, you can come and play in the snow.
We'll figure out how to break up the missions later. At any rate, team, we've got work to do. Let's get out of here, Brooke says, signaling everyone to head out. So, the one thing is, when you look at the map you were given by Dose, it's very rudimentary. You get the distinct feeling that none of the Pokemon at the Gallantry have proper hands like, say, Brooke, Ralph, Riley, and Lizard do.
I guess that is a fact, yeah.
But there's some scribblings, like, there's rudimentary Savan Town, and then up and left from that is the Zeal Pride rock location. And further up from that is this drawing of a really thick, dead-looking tree labeled the Gallon Tree.
Oh, that place just looks fabulous.
And it appears that whoever labeled the Gallon Tree tried to make it in curvy, swirly script and failed at it. It's not great, but it has the landmarks. And you all know how to get to Zeal's home. In any case, it is rather late, and this may be a good place to stop.
Indeed.
The whole of the team has been gathered back together. You've had your first normal breakfast as a team since a month ago in your new home. You've been given free rein to be pioneers again, finally.
At last. Freedom.
And you have had all the side quests dumped on your heads.
Yes, I
Is
did.
there like a list somewhere, all the side quests?
I was actually putting together something, just to be silly.
I mean, I can give you the basic list of what side quests you quote-unquote know about.
We met like on the board somewhere.
Oh, well, that...
I know there's one in the group chat. Well, if this is the end, you should dole out experience.
2 XP for everyone.
I did a dumb thing. Hold on. I was kind of casually working on this as things went on down. How much experience?
2.
2. Standard.
Okay. Do you want to see the dumb thing? Which actually might help out a little bit too, technically speaking.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. I'm done. I'm done with the wonderful, wonderful art I just did.
Awesome.
Wonderful, wonderful art. Let's see. There we go. Okay.
Where?
I guess I'll put it... I don't know, actually. Let's see. Let me move this over, copy this once, and then copy that, and then do this. Boop.
Nice.
Stupid thing. There, now you have a list. Does that work out for you?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that works.
Cute.
I'd like the proper list.
It's a proper... Well, this is a proper list. What?
Yeah.
It's a mission select.
Cute
It's very
make a...
cute.
Cute make a...
I like how
Thank
the
you.
bard tales and the materials requests are like those quests that never go away because they're ongoing.
Yep.
Oh, I
And
can
the
still add
seamstress
more.
is just there.
I have room to add
This-
more if needed.
This is the point in the game where we do 4 or 5 missions before the next plot point happens that breaks up the status quo, like being run out of town or being stranded in the future. You aren't wrong.
Oh, one of us gets killed, or we have to go to hell to get
Oh.
them back.
You might have forgotten a mission, actually, unless that's just not procced yet for us.
Which mission are you talking about?
Though, actually, wait, that might involve Mogwai, I'm not sure. A certain seamstress.
That's the seamstress.
That's
the
in here.
seamstress side quest.
That's the what?
The seamstress and the seamstress side quest over here.
It's under
Oh, you
Mawai's
have a list.
expedition.
Oh, okay. Oh, I need to add more then. I'll update this.
It's fine. This is the quote-unquote basic list. There will probably be other ones or NPC-specific ones as time goes on. After all, you still don't know everything about the static. You don't quite understand the observers,
That's an understatement. We don't know jack shit.
and they certainly haven't gone away.
Okay, what's the side quest? Fuck up the observers. Just put that on the list.
Who says it's a side quest?
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure we're even aware of the observers in character. You're not aware of their title necessarily, but you are aware of who they are.
We're aware of these weird automaton thingies that are going around fucking with people. That's about all we know.
You know about the silver creature, and you know about the butler. This is the part in the game where I lull you into a false sense of security over many sessions doing side quests and
You
then
can't do
hit
that
you
if you-
with them again.
You can't do that if you say you're doing that.
Yeah, you can't. Now it's over. The spell's been broken.
No, it's not. You're
This
all
is
gonna
like he just-
forget.
He's just gonna hit us next session and be like, "Ha, fooled ya." That's it. Just
I
think you
bet
had a
you're
while.
all gonna forget.
Oh, joke's on you. I write shit down.
This is the part where he kills you.
Oh, you finally got Riley back and he fucking dies next session. That would be tragic. That would be beyond tragic.
Riley going up to fight God.
Finally.
Also, I'm going to save the table if everybody's put experience on.
Thank you for making me punch God.
That was very nice. Don't punch God.
It wouldn't be the first time I've struck my fist at God. The first incarnation of Riley also did that.
I'll constantly spam charm so it doesn't forget. Oh, no, please don't do that.
No,
I do not need more. I do not need more constantly spam.
No spam on charm, okay? I appreciate your fervor, but no. I need
what
3
point does-
XP ASAP.
What do you need 3 XP for?
Because he wants it.
Oh, superpower.
Superpower.
That's a good reason.
Also,
What?
do not forget, you all are at the point where you can, like, train up stuff. For instance, Tucker, you can try practicing managing Shadow Sneak at this point on your own. It's
Oh.
just much more difficult. Riley can always try aura training and things like that.
Yeah.
Brooke has the other version of Ice Gun that he is working on. And Ralph, I keep trying to find a good way to segue into you getting your next power, but I've been failing at it.
I have been stockpiling his experience with Tucker. I really should consider spending it.
Because this next power is a good one, and I need to give it to you.
Imagine getting special fun powers. Wouldn't be me.
Yeah, heck, I have stockpiled more than anyone else.
Imagine having a stand that outpowers everyone else in your party.
Okay, yeah. Quite the consequences for that one, though. The last consequences took 12 sessions to sort out. If it gets me again at this point, I don't think I'm coming back. -1 logic there.
Can't have -1 logic.
Does this book have 3? This book does not have 3.
I'm just saying, if he gets lost again so soon after coming back, it's gonna be a nightmare.
I'll move that back to the page.
Well, I mean-
There we go.
You made a promise to Lizard and
There's-
everybody else that you wouldn't go around hurting yourself like that anymore.
Well, the 2 times it actually, gave me promo points for the 2 times where it wasn't actually his fault. You and I both know that the first one basically was just because you were battering on Riley for the entire dungeon trying to kill him to make that plot point happen. It took 40 sessions for you to manage to do it again.
Would you believe me if I said I'm not actively trying to kill Riley?
Well, considering the number of times you tried to have something eat Riley, I don't think I believe you, no.
Hey, how does getting new
it's-
moves work again? Besides buying them? I can't remember.
It depends on your instinct.
Instinct, that was it. I was just trying to remember what the stat
Yeah.
was.
You can buy a point in instinct.
It's true, you have the 50 necessary for it.
You know what? Remember, I always want things to be plot relevant. Yeah, sure. You know what? I'm
I
down for
mean-
that.
Or you just make new moves like Brooke does.
Yeah,
No.
also me. Like, I haven't bought a move ever, and now I have, 5 different types at my disposal.
No, I'm fond of what this suggestion is not necessarily because of the moves. Though I am curious. Actually, I should probably pull that book back out thinking about it, especially if I do that. How does instinct work as far as what? Okay, what's the amount of instinct? What does 3 instinct get you, or 4 instinct, I guess, get you?
Well, give me a sec, I'm looking it up in the book.
Okay, I wouldn't. Its moves are cool, and that's a nice bonus. But actually, the reason I'd be interested in increasing instinct is because I always like Tucker to have his stats increase based on what he does. And to be fair, he just got some dark type ritual hunting done, so I think at this point he has an encouraged. He would want to trade his instincts, and is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, Kyrio, is there something you're trying to say?
Feck. If you have instinct, your logic will suffer. Is that how it works?
Oh, that lose
I-
a little stupid.
I dislike that. I think it's very dumb because it punishes you for Like, I understand there's a place for it in certain games where you want to achieve absolute balance, but I think that's dumb
Yeah, I agree.
because there's no benefit for the players for that, and it's just a headache.
Also, Primal's already the evil stat that lowers your logic, so come on.
Yeah, we don't need 2.
Yeah, I think originally it was it was logic reduces instinct when you buy it. Either way, it's dumb.
Yeah. I see instinct as like honing your internal, like your innate senses, while primal is going wild. You know, losing yourself for a more base sense. It's different. Instincts can lead to a base sense. For instance, Tucker, when deep into his instincts, will actually act a fair bit feral, but he's not primal while he's doing that.
I await the time where Riley will act feral when going primal and not just, be timer.
Meanwhile, Tucker's feral state is more controlled in a way.
So
Rook says thing, feral Tucker will respond to it after all.
The other thing to be wary of is if for any reason you lose a point in instinct, which is entirely possible.
You lose the moves.
You lose the extra moves that you did not buy.
Yeah.
So 3 instinct, you have all moves on your current list that are up to 20 XP, which usually is not very many.
Yeah.
4 instinct, you can use moves with a cost of 45 or less.
I thought it was 30.
Okay. 35?
Nope.
45? 30, 45.
It is 45.
Okay. So here's the thing with Puccina, up to 20 just means 5 things. Up to 45 means an additional. Holy crap! That's an additional 9 moves.
4 moves.
No, 9. Look.
All right, Jesus, that was looking at Mighty Anno. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, it's an additional 9 moves. If
Yeah, you get
Holy
Roar,
crap.
Swagger, Assurance, Scary Face, Taunt, Embargo, and Takedown.
Mm-hmm.
Holy hell.
Yes, Instinct gives you variety as far as moves go, whereas Logic is useful in its own way. It lets you solve problems in a human fashion, which Instinct would not otherwise be able to surpass.
Yes. So look at it this way: instinct gain moves. Yeah, you'll lose the moves if you lose the instinct. But on the flip side, that instinct point can go a long way into getting you some new moves. So it's kind of worth it in its own right, I'd say. Like, either you spend individually for permanent moves, or you spend for possibly transient moves, but you get a lot of them. So it's kind of fair, I feel. Good night, Kyrio.
The other thing is Logic may be more esoteric in its uses, but it lets you craft and build things. Like, Ralph is the only character currently who is capable of fully assessing a situation and basically creating a trap on the fly, utilizing the environment.
Yay.
How much is a point of instinct again?
50.
It's 50.
Okay, so I'm thinking that I'm not going to stat up anything right now, because I feel like I can only logically do that with Tucker as a character if he can successfully do a hunt by himself. When he can achieve that, then the point of instinct is a natural thing at that point.
Okay. And as a reminder, like, the description of instinct is, if you reach 4 instinct, you are considered, it says alpha. I think the descriptions are mildly silly, but alpha, commanding presence, etc., etc.
Fair enough.
Here, alpha, you can use move, cost 45. You could lead your own guild, other Pokemon asked to join you. I think that's weird, because instinct does not mean charisma.
No, it doesn't. It's different. There's a whole set of stats involving charisma, after all.
So I think that's more of making instinct the equation of, well, if you're in the wild, that is how it would work. But you're not. It's different.
Yeah. Alternatively, let's see, just as a secondary thought pattern, what else would Tucker logically be increasing around now? I wonder. He could be upping his...
Probably strength.
Yeah, look at the limitations of Puccina again. Yeah, strength probably is the most logical one.
Because
Yeah.
Tucker may have realized that, yeah, he's not the most dexterous pooch, but he is kind of bulky, and he can use that to his advantage as a dark type.
Yeah. I believe a point of strength, fourth point is that 40? Or is that, am I doing the math wrong? Yeah, it's 40, I think. Oh no, it's 10 times current score, so it'd be 30, right? That's actually not as cheap, not as expensive as I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know what? He can afford both those things that we just discussed.
I mean, you've been building up EXP for a while now.
Yeah. I was waiting for some sort of, like, moment that would inspire me to go, like, Tucker did this, so I will spend on this. Though I have not been thinking too heavily about it lately, so I need to think about it more.
And the other thing is, there's also the specialties and the skills.
Also, I'm going to give him £2 because of all the food he ate.
You have fun with that.
You can't stop me. Alright.
When you evolve, you are going to be a massive Mightyena. A massive Vienna.
Probably quite effective at that.
Terrible pun. Terrible.
Probably
Look,
quite effective, too.
At least if he uses, like, Seismic Toss or something. What's the move that works off your own weight?
I have no idea.
There are a couple that do that, I think.
Low kick.
Low
Tucker,
kick
get
is
off.
the opponent's weight.
How much is removing a primal? Since somebody brought it up.
50.
That is also 50, okay.
Yep. Logic, Instinct, and Primal are all 50. Additionally, if you faint while you're in Primal state, you lose 1 will point from your score permanently. And
Wait,
would
what?
need to buy it. Yes. If you go Primal and faint in Primal, you lose a will point.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Which I think means that technically you could end up dead if you have no more will points and faint at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe?
I believe if you just hit 0, you're dead.
So
no,
here's...
what?
If you hit 0, like 0 out of 0, it's over.
Oh, well, yeah. Because then there's, like, no will to go on.
There's no will to live, yeah. You do the Padme route.
I'm not sure if I don't know that you all will ever reach that point.
So here's how
Here's how I bought another point of will. I get 5.
Here's how I think with Tucker, like, as far as him spending things, because I always want him to spend logically for what he's doing. Here's what I'm thinking. Stuff like Strength, Dexterity, Vitality, Special Insight, and Logic and Instinct, I'd rate all those to be most significant points to increase. So something that's very significant has to happen for those to increase, or just a lot of training, for instance, him using a bunch of attacks and getting his strength up. Basically, those are stats that only increase because of something significant happening with Tucker. Fight, survival, contests are a little less significant. They can increase with something a little less significant going on with Tucker. And then the stats, the 12 stats that are the small ones, those can increase very casually, based on what Tucker is casually doing. That's kind of my attitude on it. The more significant the stat, the more significant the event that it has to happen for him to increase that stat. Or significant experiences over time.
You have fun with your debate.
It's not a debate, I'm just explaining.
Have fun with your internal debate.
Good night to you, Eragon.
Night.
Good night. And I think I will go for the night as well.
This is fair. You have a good night as well, Karserus. I'll hit you up later.
Okie doke. Thank you very much for the wonderful session.
Yeah, same here.
Tubby, you go get rest too at some point.
Yes, of course, of course.
You probably had a long birthday day. Actually, how did it go?
It was pretty alright. I did have to work on my birthday, but like they brought me a cake and they sang and there was a fruit platter and stuff. I got a couple of coffee mugs as gifts. It was pretty nice.
Like
If
pattern
I-
mugs or yeah.
If I could, I would give you one of the gooey brownies.
Aw, I would have one too. Yeah, it was Tubby's birthday all day. Why did I say it that way? It was Tubby's birthday all day. You know, not one of those half birthdays where they only last 12 hours.
It wasn't an unbirthday. And my favorite streamer sang me happy birthday, so that was pretty cool.
Either you're flattering me or talking about somebody else. I can't tell which.
I think I'd be able to get 2 streamers to sing me happy birthday one day. I'm good, but I don't think I'm that good.
Oh, by the way, people are saying that if Tucker got another instinct point, that you would have a synergetic combo with Snatch with Tucker, and I don't quite understand what they mean. Do you know what they mean?
Another point of instinct.
Yeah, I'm not sure what a point of instinct has to do with that.
What move would that give you?
Maybe would that give me Snatch? Let's see. Does that give me Snatch? That doesn't give me Snatch, so I don't know what they're talking about. They were mentioning your Snatch, and I can combo with you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what's Snatch do?
What would it give you?
What does Snatch do again? Snatch,
It takes the stat boost, or it's the stat king. I think it takes negative and positive.
I think I remember, and Swagger. Was it Swagger?
Yeah, do you get Swagger in one more round?
Swagger is easy, yeah. So maybe they're talking about Swagger. So Swagger raises, if it works the way I remember it, it makes the Pokemon confused, but raises their attack 2 stages, if I recall.
Oh yeah, and I can like, I forget if I can steal the confusion or steal just the 2 stat changes.
You can choose, so you could just take the attack boost and take it for yourself.
Erase any increase in place of menu. Okay, yeah, it only takes traits. It doesn't take status effects, so I can take the trait increase without taking the status effect.
And because Tucker has quick feet, while the confusion would be a little bit annoying, it would also increase his dexterity by 2 points. So while he would be a dizzy boy, he'd be a fast dizzy boy. So
like the Tasmanian devil.
So actually, no, it's not a bad idea. I feel like I feel like either I should get the instinct point or I should just buy Swagger, because it's actually a really good point. That synergy with you is really impressive, actually. Swagger only affects the enemy. What?
You had it written down at some point.
Wait, I thought Swagger affected the user. Oh, never mind. Swagger affects the enemy. So in other words, I'd be dumping confusion and attack boost on an enemy. You take their attack boost, they're just confused.
Nice.
So that does not impair Tucker actually at all.
That's a mean combo.
What about these? I need to look at these other moves and figure out what they do, especially in the context of Pokerole. Let me actually grab.
I actually wasn't paying attention, but did we get XP outside of the 2 for the session?
No, we only got the 2.
Alright,
here, let's do
XP is after it.
You want to do some research? I'm going to do some research here, because I don't actually remember what most of the moves I would get with that instinct point. I don't remember what most of them do, especially in Pokerole context. So, right now I have up to... What do I have up to? I have up to Utter Sleuth, I think, right now. I don't have Roar, yeah. Okay, so let me go through and see what I get if I were to do this. So we get Roar... Oh, wrong page. Actually, wait, this is the abilities book. The wrong one. There's the here we go, moves book. So this will tell us, and you can look up stuff in this too if you want for yourself or something. But Roar, I'm alright. Good. I'm under the. What does Roar do in Pokerole? Roar. Tough contest, intimidate, low priority. In the wild, the battle ends in an official fight. The Pokemon switches out. If the last only Pokemon that moves fails. Switch remove. Okay, that's written for the core Pokerole, not the PMD Pokerole. What the hell would it do in PMD Pokerole? I guess Car would have to come up with an idea of what it would do, or something. All Roar does is make your Pokemon go, yikes! But Tucker would be very impressive if he roared. Be all like, ah! Stuff. Also, I didn't realize I turned off the display. Whoops. All right, so I'd probably have to talk with Car, and we'd probably make it an effective move somehow. Like if I talked to him about it. How about Swagger? Oh my God, sketches in this? Huh. Swagger. Still not the right page. Swagger. Yeah, so Strength 2, Confusion. And it's automatic, right? Yeah, there's no fail chance, actually. As long as the accuracy hits. Pokemon enrages the foe with its arrogant demeanor, making it lose focus in battle. Definitely would be a useful skill, especially paired with what you have. Because then you could make the foe not dangerous. And give yourself a boon. Alright, let's go find the Dark-type moves. I don't know where they are. Assurance. Need to look up Assurance. I do not know the organization. This organization's really weird, actually. Actually, wait. Maybe it is by letter. So that would be 17, 14. It's electric. 8. Ah, here we go. Assurance. I don't actually quite remember what Assurance does. I'm just bad at remembering moves. This is very useful for me. Assurance. Dex Fight Brawl. Strength +2. If the user has already received damage from the target this round, 2 extra dice of damage. Oh, right. So, if Tucker doesn't get first attack, somebody else whacks something that turn, and then he whacks it, he gets extra damage dice. So it just does more damage if not the first one to attack a particular Pokemon.
Nice.
That is useful. And actually not a bad number of dice. Strength +4 at that point. Alright, back to normal. Actually, I'll do that. I'll go Taunt. Taunt is, Here we go. Taunt. The user mocks and teases the target to make an attack in a Raging Fury. The target Pokemon can only perform damage moves and evasion actions for the next 4 rounds. In the right situation, that could really shut down a dangerous Pokemon.
Yeah, someone who keeps, like, piling, like, status effects on us or something.
Mm-hmm. Or, like, imagine a Pokemon trying to do some mind games, hypnosis, etc., and I just prevent them from doing that, basically. Or Tucker just shuts that down. Especially considering that Tucker would probably be not affected. But, like, imagine a Psychic type kind of messing around with the party. Tucker wouldn't be affected by it because Dark type, at least not as much. So you could get it Taunt off and get that to stop so the party could recover, for instance. It's a very specific situation, but nonetheless a useful one. Embargo. What the hell does embargo do? The target cannot use the tell item, nor its trainer can use items on it. Okay, so empties the bag of its trainer and forces everyone to stay away from their own properties. Evildoers master this move. Evildoers master. What is that sentence? Evildoers master this move. If you're an evildoer and you don't have embargo, you're no evildoer at all because the evildoers master this move.
That's great.
So this would affect. Yeah, so this would stop. I guess it would just stop a Pokemon from both using any of its hold items plus any of its items that it has, like in a bag or whatever. Probably just stop item usage entirely. What is that last sentence? Evildoers master this move. Just such a stupid. I love it. I guess the last one to look up is Scary Face, which I vaguely remember what it does. I'm very bad at remembering Pokemon moves.
I believe in the game, Scary Face just lowers them one.
Is this 1 down speed?
Yeah, 1 down speed.
Oh, and well, maybe it's 2 down speed because it's 2 here. Dexterity -2 here. By making a frightening face, the Pokemon makes others think twice about coming near. Rawr! Scary!
The camera shows Tucker being absolutely adorable, then cuts back to the target. It's too scary, I can't come back.
Way too scary, puppy. Let's see here. Okay. So, yeah, there's a good assortment of honestly, what I really noticed is that Tucker is less attack focused and more, like, technical support. Honestly, a lot of these moves kind of have a support role anyway. It's kind of interesting. Pucci is built for support, it seems.
Yeah. I guess that's why Aqua and Magma have the standard issue.
I suppose so. I'm going to put these books away unless you wanted to look sign up.
Yeah, I wanted to check some on Flex right quick.
Yeah, you should be
I believe this is the same book.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember what page, though. Everybody know what number Muchlex is?
I just had it written down at some point on my sheet.
I forget myself. Actually, wasn't he on the same page as somebody else, I thought?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was on the same page as
Riley.
Riley. Yeah. Does that mean... Is that possible? No, I think he's in the same book as... Pretty sure he's in the same book as Tucker. Right? I think so. Munchlax's number...
466.
446.
446.
446. So actually, just a couple pages back. Yeah. And there. There's your boy. So let's see. What is your you're at a single. You don't have that many moves via yeah, you just don't have that many moves. What were you thinking about doing? Buying a move?
Seeing my next stats here.
Let's see.
I could get more insight.
If I recall, wait, 2 instinct equals... Oh, I don't remember. I think Car said it was up to 20 for 3 instinct. 2 instinct, it's probably... I don't know, actually. Up to 10, maybe? So that wouldn't be that impressive. So you probably would want to buy a move. Plus, that makes more sense for you. Yeah. For Ralph, anyways. There are some interesting moves here.
Yeah. Belly drum. Yeah. Last I got moves, I think I got body slam. What's Swallow? Damn.
Swallow works with stockpile. You have to get them together, kind of. Stockpile.
Yeah,
you stockpile and it builds up over time. And then you swallow whatever you stockpile, and then it gives you a bonus. I don't remember what it does exactly. Let's look it up. Actually, I'll pull.
Yeah, that's how it does in the game. You however many times you stockpile first, and then you use swallow, and you get a boost accordingly. Or you use fling, and it does damage accordingly.
Oh, stockpile. Here it is. Stockpile. Oh, they messed up the. Oh no, I see. Stockpile. Increase users' defense and special defense by 1. Oh, I didn't know I just did that too immediately. That's actually kind of not bad. It's not bad, just general defensive boost.
Yeah, that is.
And then Swallow. Swallows the energy she was storing to restore some damage. It recovers its normal size afterwards. What number are we using for this? Let's see. Must have used the move stockpile prior to this move, otherwise it'll fail. User restores 2 health points. Lose the effects of... Wait, 2 health points? Lose the effects of stockpile. This Pokemon must rest an hour before using Swallow again. Oh, okay, so in Pokerole, the stockpile is not saying where you can build it up again and again and again. It's that you build it up once and then you swallow it for 2 health. So stockpile gives you a defense and special defense boost of 1 level, and then when you swallow it, you get to heal 2 but lose the boost. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Actually,
I mean, it does take 2 turns, but you can heal using it, which...
Well, you can set it up early and then heal when you need to.
Yeah, you could set it up nice and early and just hold on to it for a while, and then, oh gosh, I need health, then heal. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad thing to have.
Right, let's see belly drum.
2 HP is 33% health heal. It's pretty significant for him at least. A 33% health heal, which is a general defensive boost until you heal, sounds pretty solid. Plus, you could I guess there wouldn't be anything stopping Ralph from going, I think the situation ahead looks dangerous. I'm going to stockpile before we enter into it.
Oh, dude. Buff before I get in there.
What else do you get?
I'm gonna look at belly drum.
Oh, let's see. Belly drum will be page 43? Close. 38? Yes. Yes. The Pokemon roars a war cry while hitting its belly. User deals damage to itself equal to half its total HP rounded down. Increase user strength. Ooh. So half rounded. So you would take 3 damage. And then you get 3 hit strength. That's belly drum's a risky one, but it can be quite effective. You probably want to stat more into HP. Like you'd probably want to. Can you increase your vitality further, or are you locked?
Yeah, I'm max
You're
vitality
locked.
at 3.
Okay. Surprising. I thought Muchlex would have more than 3. They have tons of insight, though. That dexterity stat, though. Wah wah.
Yeah, and I'm already at that.
I'm surprised to see them with so much insight, though. I would expect that out much Lex. Works very well for Ralph, though.
Yes.
I think Tucker gaining a strength increase and a instinct increase at the same time sounds like the way to go with his experience. I think that but like I said, he needs to get a successful hunt on. Or just do something particularly effective with his instincts while out and about for missions. The latter is probably more likely. The former, if he has to have some downtime between missions and wants to do it then, but the latter more likely. Perhaps in the duel or something. Like I said, I need to have a decent reason. I don't like to just throw stats at Tucker.
Let's see. I can get stockpile now, and I'd have 7 left. Let's see, is it worth getting it on its own?
No, actually, it's just a general defensive boost that sticks with you, for at least for a while. So it's certainly not bad. It's like put on some extra armor. The question is, do you need extra armor?
I'm trying to think how often I'm hit through blink damage.
You were put in some pretty harrowing situations before, but I can't remember if any of them involved chunks of HP being lost. I can't remember. Because, yeah, obviously that would do nothing for plink damage, so it's really major for large damage. It is a good safety net, though.
Yeah.
Especially since it covers both special and normal.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty hefty.
Go up to 4-4.
4-4, it would snuff into snuff.
4-4 would probably make you the most... Yeah, that would make you the most durable. Everybody else is 3-3. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize, but Lizard's 2-2. Not to mention, Stockpile might be useful if you later get Belly Drum, too. Since that would make Belly Drum a little bit safer.
Yeah.
I can imagine Belly Drum plus Tucker Stagger Snatch would be a pretty gosh dang effective strategy. How many points guys, in Pokemon, how many points can you increase a stat before it says you can't do it anymore? How many stages can you increase? 5? Yeah, I was thinking it was 5. So that would be 3 from Belly Drum and 2 from Swagger, so that would max you out as far as increases go if we're playing by the same rule set. 6 in the main games? Oh, okay. Half HP Ralph with a +5 to his attacks dice. Yeah, that's And then on top of that you have like what? Body Slam? Which is a +3. So I'm just saying like Strength +8. Strength +8, so that would be... And you have a lot of strength, so... That would be 13 dice for you, my friend. With the proper setup, anyways. With what we were saying, anyways. If you can get it to 6, then it would be 14 dice, but 13 is more viable. Plus, that would synergize even more with Tucker if you had something like that sort of setup, so...
Yeah, I'm as strong as Munchlax can be, though.
Yeah. 13 dice ain't anything to fuck around with, though. That's not bad. Hey, you can start measuring up to Riley's insane dice. I still don't understand how he got these stats. I quite honestly don't know. Has he been cheating? How did he get all this experience? This is just Riolo's for you, I suppose.
There you go. Oh, you should make a copy of that and
Oh, sure. Did you actually buy
put
it?
the copy back in. Yeah. I have
Okay.
7.
And you spent the experience? Okay, cool. There's your stockpile. I'll put the other one back. I think that came from the... That's probably came from the support ones, yeah. There we go. I'll just reorganize it. I say, realizing that I can't scroll while organizing. Alright, whatever. ST. There. Okay. Well, I will let Carr know that you have bought a move, so he's aware for next session.
Excellent.
Cool. Yeah, that's. I don't see anything. It says that you can only swallow once per hour, but it has no limitations on stockpile. So one could assume you could just use stockpile whenever you want, really.
Yeah.
It probably lasts for one combat, I would imagine, is how Carr would do it.
Yeah.
So if you lead off like into a... If you think you're walking into a dangerous situation and you use stockpile, it probably would work just fine for the whole combat at that point. If you are correct. So, it could be you're better safe than sorry. I'm going to stockpile. I don't like the situation. This room seems ominous. Stockpile. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You're wrong and you have a stockpile that just wears off. Oh well. I'm going to put the books away. There we go. And I will save the table again since you bought a move.
Excellent.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think that's a good outro. And I'm going to hold on, like I said, I'm going to hold on Tucker's stuff, but I like the idea of synergizing with Ralph, like, that was brought up before, but I actually forgot. But, yeah. That will be the thing I do just as soon as Tucker has a rewarding feral experience. I will increase his instinct, and his strength will probably go along with it. And what I mean by that is I need feral to... I need Tucker to go feral / delve well into his instincts and synergize with them. One or the other. Or both. But, in any case, that was session 61, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back in 2 weeks with session 62, and I guess we'll start figuring out our frickin' side quests, whichever one we want to do. Could be these 4. Could be a couple others here. Honestly, the last 2 are just sort of auxiliary ones happening while we do other side quests. So these last 2, they just kind of happen after we do other stuff.
Yeah, whenever we're ready.
Yeah. But aside from the 4 I have on the thing, the other main thing would be the seamstress. Though I believe it might mix with Mywell's thing, just because I have some advanced knowledge. I think that Mywell might have us go that way. I'm not really sure though. We'll see what Carr says. But, yeah. I would say these are the 4 main side quests, though. But, yeah. In any case, I guess we'll see what we end up going towards next time in session 62. And I'll see you guys then.